to the FA that they want to be removed from all competitions, especially Premier League, for which reason they were charged and they were taken to.
So don't have fine I am who be one.
Dinsu kakra ko gu me oba.
In your contempt.
O Debbie, me free an abo be one.
Ah. Na say intem. Na dia aye pon onum ne akire dia. Who free one dia say
one no me gina mu bomba.
Adi start 11.
Na 11 moy. Papa bia.
Too many am hu obi a.
Free abe one. Free abe one ya. Me din so akra ko gu me ho. Eno ameba no. Na wo se nka me boa me ho fi se na me free a me ko 1 week celebration bi but me tumi anye no. Ti na wo se me sai twa me ho.
Okay. All right. 6:50. Baba ho ye. So the watch night today na dey baby ntino ni kwa zebu. Yebusa ho asem.
Enye sa.
So o ma bi da.
Adwuma nhyehyɛ de ahyehyɛ.
Basa o ma bi da.
My baby da.
Watch night.
Oh yes, irrespective of you.
Watch night any fia. Enye the important watch night.
Oh.
The ye ba ni apon ade chi anopa no. Ah baba, adena is. Baby Jamila twa.
Asimi okay.
Say yeah watching no. And the
Work last year.
Sami na mo ade no ho mfa na because Sami there.
He's down.
Sami ka chem say okofi zo ko prepare ba. Them zo ko he no yeso ma me na kakra na.
Na fa no.
Sami na enra.
Go no time
ma
unusual ya. Ano pay time akwaku jesi bae na. Boys in the gina mo no. Bo na ma na Sami way. Okay. Anyway,
afutu no so kan.
Say
afutu no esa otimi nsagidi sa.
What do you dey?
Otimi nsagidi sa.
Oh.
So lo say na ko pasa ne biasa.
Na me asa de on sa ne.
So lo no pasa ne biasa.
Asa de send.
And now the 16th of August 2025. And welcome to the weekend's edition of Today's Sports. Okay, so headlines now, sports lawyer. Baby Jamila Papa or the Ebreyini. Alezo Asibra, wana wako wana ya rema. Ruben Amorin ena ekasa. Ena okachi wiasifo nyina sa brante na friend Sesco no. He is ready and ready to start tomorrow against Arsenal. And was a Gina striker nechi say obey niemo Manchester United papa. And Yekubusa Mikel Arteta so asem. Mikel Arteta say oh if he said Obas na convince any no. Once why do wait me bia na ade a won to me nyeye is to win the offer a major trophy. Every cup no major trophy on.
A major trophy.
And I don't know.
Utina, the ono Mikel Arteta person deal with us now, and you FA Cup as him.
Yes.
So what is missing?
Is the major trophy.
No.
Champions League is a major trophy.
To
the Premier League is a major trophy.
Say, and they say Arsenal JFA Cup a achievement there, but because
why you switch topics like that?
Oh,
Baba is an actual headline. And I mean, Busa Wu solo say, you can't say major trophy anything.
FA Cup.
And I say FA Cup can. We move on. Nanjeje Muyamudibe.
Say, be a coach in who is or no.
Young call me Musa about the interpretation.
Say, wait him to watch us, Kakra.
Next, any one moves, and you may must have them Musa. Because Momo, they all say. Mikel Arteta says Arsenal have been transformed since he took over in December 2019, but admits one thing still missing is a major trophy. And I'm busa wo the trophy uni mu say you can major trophy na FA Cup kan. And I say I try asem so. Na de na coach yi pa kire ene de yenya nu de no pa kire. Do bi pa kire de me ni ngosua obi kasa the all part me nim nemum solo na wache me mu na emde Enzo Maresca on the Enzo away major trophy ono na kasa no so the angofo kike ka fa ni team on the on fan na no na slot ko kasa no nwa pass Chelsea awin ni Premier League no last season nwa papa we sika ne niema di gumna and slot no so on so kike bi chenkrofo. Pep Guardiola say he wants to keep Savio at Manchester City for many years. We no speculation by ya na say Tottenham Hotspur for pen no say David won go baby. Tottenham reportedly made another bid for Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah.
After Nottingham Forest threatened legal action against the Premier League rivals. So say, "Eya semo abako."
Oye medical.
Na Morgan Gibbs-White, you see we consider be more for kuntuna sintino. More for my dear Bremen. You know me say afi. Yeah, the Premier League teams have first 7 on count. More be expecting to say he'll be part of the top 7 because they are Meniska.
Based on the budget.
Unisika be and go forward to Timothy Zemi Toby. Mr. Moa Meniska. Marcus Rashford son classy and young register no Barcelona and Lewandowski
Hansi
say
Flick is not happy about
Xavi Alonso has a great future as a coach, not only tactical but also as a personality. In the future, he's going to be one of the best, maybe the best in future. Good. Obey one of the best in future. Next at the moment, you know. Inter Milan and Atalanta are reportedly still at a total stalemate over the transfer of Ademola Lookman. Diego Simeone still wants a type of player the squad lacks. A dribbler. Landing such a profile depends on either a bargain market opportunity or more likely a departure. I said Didier Drogba so drew Italy. Ademola Lookman the transfer no Atlanta for JJ mama na ko
or the petition akomo mo petition
be any business as a petition. Liverpool defeated Bournemouth by 4-2 at Anfield to kick off the opener. Hugo Ekitike scored.
Yes.
Mohamed Salah scored. Cody Gakpo scored. And Italian guy saying Chiesa so a shame.
I was happy for one thing.
Now I did see the racist abuse on Semenyo.
Yeah.
I think that has been the talk of town.
Say
baby we are see dream. Na Liverpool for mo supporters mo ntu omo fo.
Oti wheelchair mu na oben baby. Let me so to
Mama
there be say unse
Karaga Mr. Mama mo so cry and there. And Mr. Muhammad. Mo yesa na mo ya ni die ni bi o.
oh there be enye.
Mo be ka so ti wheelchair mu ni and there. O ka so bi ti wheelchair no nzu yetuntuma.
Oh there be enka so yetuntum but e fa ne say enka nipa.
Karaga say e was a Liverpool fix a problem bi nyesa. They may not win the league title.
The defense.
Na fe yaba Hugo Ekitike ya say onya go bi share ya jeje no so. Alexander Isak still there was strike. Still
weekend he will not be part
Isak
of
there was strike. The baby Liverpool for nam no. Enya ho kwa no nam. Okay, and Liverpool was almost spending 321. Summer spending 321. You know, more she.
One team no.
Oh, spended there you.
When you watch
you
okay. Oh yeah, experiment.
First.
Solomon Efiensem and so enye. Gbese Manche Omo Cup is set to take place tomorrow at Accra Sports Stadium. Robert Osei has officially pulled out of the upcoming Asante Kotoko Circus election. Next Okosobo to and I say on the Osweja.
Yeah, on the Osweja. Oh, I or the support him more being such behind there.
Waka.
Come on, we're doing a back door there, but no official.
Will engage.
Marcus best step it down after when you will be your call no post.
Kotoko will engage in a double header of friendly match at Cape Coast Stadium. Abdul Karim Zito has emphasized the importance of the Gaka Top 4 competition in his team's preparations. According to Zito, the tournament provides a rare opportunity to face on and on. When we cut episode, I say withdrawal from the chairmanship election of
yeah.
Okay. Now, can a woman say me them support tomorrow?
Oh, Debbie.
Okay.
Debbie.
say obia be onye. Like
I say personal and pertinent.
All right, Inti, where these are the headlines. Inti, you're going to say lawyer neighbor, and I okay. Okay, all right.
Eti anopay Mamentia Alexua. Keu. Oye heavy. Aha, me bra penny no. My fellow Kotokoni. Me your penny Kotokoni no. Mamentia no heavy. Say Alexua the boss one so heavy. Nayana came before the koa no ham. We near Macacra. We are inte 5 seconds we know a year we know. Eti anopay Yamama Che Amama Kwaba. Emra Sanson say ye kunko funkro sun samwa edi aden cheche and samwa anopay e bum fumpa onko funkro no ye de honsam nyina ato onim e wo dwuma de no so live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV ye live e wo Facebook pages no so 1 Oyerepa Radio 2 Oyerepa TV and on TV our Facebook page and on radio FMT ya no check it out no share na wa comment na fe ya to so edi afi Liverpool team na enra uhu ye no who believe say on betime awene the 2025-2026 English Premier League na anansa de ohun ye die akwakwa no ho se ebe korati na bananim obetime akọ Facebook page wo na odi ato ho Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio me ba boss player beto no boase na wakenkan ni na ama sede sem ene sede efata ene anopay enra ena games a odonom etime ehase French League anom match day 1 onim se Olympic drama ko away na okoe no na Rene for no enya red card ningina monom start Rene ashom ekaba ko a Olympic Dramase entimi ante Lons and them obabom etia Olympic Lyon game nom eye Nomiensa AS Monaco and Le Havre and ebom game nom eye 5 p.m. Nice and Toulouse at the airport eye 7-5 p.m. and a game nom etodam nyankopon bo a ochenam your breast on it Lille and a de ebosom eye 1 p.m. Now for Auxerre and Lorraine at the Abuane 3:15 p.m. and watching Oko Angus Asuya on a Paris FC Ebabom 3:15 p.m. Met Ebo Strasbourg 3:15 p.m. Not Nantes and Paris Saint-Germain at the Abosom on Sunday 6:45 p.m. Yanko Spanish Premier Division Santander La Liga match day 1 and ram 2 games and a toja yenya Girona Otifiem Ashabako Amfa Emma Rayo Volcano Eko Bon Eka Miensam Ewa Municipal de Montelivi Ewa Girona Chromo and a game nom etime etoja Villarreal and ra Thomas Partey about 9 minutes. What a player. Now, Obama said your jibbo. No, pass it. Hey, na fancy no bomb and some Partey and yo Denny uye boy. Ain't Enra 9 minutes. About Jam boy, Emma Villarreal and Yansam Kitwa cra. And you electrify stadium war jibbo quantum pass near boy and some demano. Aha, a rare of Yadum, Antimi Ante Academy. Now, and them. Ewo La Liga nom Re Mallorca and Barca ebebom gamer eltodram ewo Estadio de Mallorca na fe Deportivo Alaves and Levante at the abosom ewo Mendozorosa Valencia and Real Sociedad ebo ewo Mestalla na fe Nyankopon bo kwasiadam Celta Vigo and Getafe at the abosom ewo Balaidos Oko Athletic Club Bilbao Suya amane Sevilla and ebebom our summer mess and after Espanyol and Atletico de Madrid at the abosom our RCDE Stadium na Monday at any Rebetis ebebom na fe Nyankopon bo Tuesday Madrid and Osasuna at the abosom our Santiago Bernabeu and yetonsem atu anim ene anopay yamra English Premier League num na fe yanhwe enra onim say open an toja na expectations our soro say and games nom etum etotoja na Friday English Premier League night football yenya Liverpool otifie Anfield ese enai ema Bournemouth ete ekedum mienu Antoine Semenyo 64th 74th minute and onya 2 goals ema Bournemouth atimum Hugo Ekitike enya goal 37th minute Cody Gakpo 49th minute and Federico Chiesa 90 plus 4th minute onya 1 winner ema Liverpool and Ram our Anfield na Aston Villa and Newcastle United bebom our Villa Park and na game nom 11:30 a.m. na fe Brighton and Fulham at the aboso our American Express Community Stadium Sunderland and West Ham United bom our Stadium of Light na media 2 anim say Tottenham Spurs and Burnley at the 2 p.m. Yebanyam Wolverhampton Wanderers on Manchester City at the aboso 4:30 p.m. Way a net matches ebetime atodwa Tottenham Chelsea and Crystal Palace 1 p.m. I was Stamford Bridge and also Nottingham Forest and Brentford Ebebom 1 p.m. Now for Mackay was at Manchester United and Arsenal game them Old Trafford, Manchester Cromwell, England and to Tottenham not Monday Leeds United and Everton at the Abweni our Ireland Road NT a major European leagues and some and ultimate Ashasia English Premier League La Liga and for French League and next week not for Bundesliga any Serie A ultimate Atuaso young Spain na anopay young first stories if you Spain no Emra I Juma so Oko Valencia Suya almost a team no store I'm tobacco mianubi na adwuma no amu enwie enti amotwa no se Rodriguez no amote bebam esanse Fran Pires atimi adjoine Rayo Vallecano enti awasem amote Rodriguez eba na fe obe shana 9 enwochi Oko Hans Flick na soya Hans Flick anya happy esanse yo plus bi officer enka yeka say amatimi register sa plus no yeka say Marcus Rashford adianom nya de se amatimi awie enwa me confirm here and say former Espanyol goalkeeper Juan Garcia on the Bansam because of goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen the medical reporter I'm going to come La Liga medical committee ma prove nti Juan Garcia am register no them Marcus Rashford adianom nya de se amatimi awie onya happy nti and onsia kan emfa ema Barca ya don some atu anim enne anopay na juskunde eti atudwa se afi Barca ebe fight ye pa o se eyenokra last year enema koye ema FC Barcelona no nchesa last year you know afi ambe famsa they have to fight and ensema juskunde eti atudam na Barca Hans Flick ne reaction to Lamine Yamal and Marc-Andre ter Stegen ningina monom abusia arin 70 tudwa yebeba na fe yebetie sanse na memfi Barca na fe minko Madrid Franco Mastantueno on Sam or your first training section with Real Madrid and on say no Ukrainian tempo no high and yama Champi Alonso Echeno we a Madrid player utumrika dada ho I was so pressy a year jumam officer opportunity and aba ete ama ono as a player I was so otimi make good use of opportunity manager ete be manom ewo nyankopon Tuesday game ambebonum na me fan to just uko lunin asuya and they officer outdoor aba ete ama lunin Fenerbahce say amo pe lunin Madrid emfa lunin emam amo Fenerbahce sampo swap dealer Dominic Livakovic amo tenebam Madrid anafe amo som ate lunin amana koya juma ate ama wo former Liverpool Stewart Darwin or the atujam Sir Champi Alonso no Ukraine I believe say that bia Madrid manager and Prempeno, Abeba, Abaya Juma, ama Liverpool, I say Liverpool, Ewo Tabi Alonso Mojem, on himself, Abaya successful with Madrid, na Oria, or Belivisa, Abaya Juma, at the ama Liverpool, and your reporter, if you are to the training sections, Tabi Alonso, Ayanum, reporter, Yansa Eka, Efimonesa, opening one player, Ocean Yepa, a Oyerepa Tramini system now album say he be different day and I attack or bet him about back now about joining the two center backs now my three so there 2 and 3 no bet him accompanying Alvaro Carreras and of Trent Alexander Anodinti per training or yeah Oyerepa Tramini wajuma ade Granit Xhaka no person Ode Oyerepa Tramini AAP ewo Madrid yɛresan sɛm nyinaa ɛto anim ɛnɛ anɔpɛm David Hanko ɛyɛ defender ɛma Atletico de Madrid ɔde ato dwa sɛ ɛmbɛna Diego Pablo Simeone ɛne ne di nkɔmmɔ na Saudi Arabia offers ahodoɔ bebree ɛna ɛda table no so na ne agent no tena sɛ ɔka sɛ ɛnyɛ Saudi asɛm bi a mepɛ sɛ mesi akan ɛma Atletico de Madrid manager no ɛnneɛma waka ɛde akyɛm ne project ɔde atoma nim no me feel say I was me join club no I say I feel yɛka teams miɛnsa ɔmbɛtumi agye La Liga na mana yɛ yɛmfa Atletico de Madrid ɛnka ho ɛno ɛyɛ David Hanko ne nsɛm a ɔde ato dwa yɛte bi ɛma anɔpɛ Diego Pablo Simeone ɔnom sɛ why a couple of signings so na odi atudwa se adia aka eyo obi a oye playmaker ojibona obi ti se star boy musu so player no obetwe obeteki on no adome no pass do bia obe entertain fans no akasa player no eno hia ewo Atletico de Madrid enti bibia betimasi before some yanka summer transfer window pronom entumunum obesign such a player and your reporter if it Diego Pablo Simeone na so yam etodwa enano pay a weekend edition of today's sports na yerin kofun kosun sem and anopay to anim on Oyerepa 100.7 FM on Oyerepa TV Oyerepa efinyamem enti yefi Spain na fe yaba England abetin komom ewo England anopay Ruben Amorim eti atudwa se enke the likes of Benjamin Sesko etimi abade nemom player impempem ojidie ewo no se shabrene besisa in 2025-2026 yebehunu as a different player Rasmus Højlund ebe piemom ewo Manchester United nom anieman fasa emfa emano as I know kono ekonim na abonachi enti afi yan spread more emfa fi Rasmus Højlund according to Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim na Ruben the atujam sa Benjamin Sesko oye wonderful player na nyankopon boa kwasiadam he's ready to start against Arsenal. Yes, go Monga against Benjamin Sesko meka go Monga na Victor Jokeres na onobebom ete ama Arsenal na fe yanyam player na Arsenal epero Benjamin Sesko ono so ebom ama Manchester United nyamia ni Ukraine kwesiara de ye we can't wait to watch Arsenal said Martin Zubimendi ebenyin finfio patena as no on header emfanie ma bebre cast team no a ene okorom na Zubimendi aba obeboss the midfield near the ade ni atwem Victor Jokeres nti ebe nice game kwesiara bia bepem se obetwe game no pie now still our Manchester United enra and central form ebusa Ruben Amorim say na Carlos Baleba no ni latest at say Brighton midfielder no and on say star and form and Brighton 18 come boy ni dey personally say nkebia obaya jumam ama Manchester United any issue ka na mama adiaka sika dwete kutino cash anom ankoma womo and Manchester United in form edi with Brighton yare sansem nom atu anim anopay na odi atudwam sa ni team be improve afi pa Manchester United ebe improve afi Benjamin Sesko is ready voice ne ba man wo dwuma ama anopai na Arsenal legend Ian Wright ade atudwam se Victor Gyökeres no homunja ise omode the likes of Benjamin Sesko mo compare no omom faran compare essence Victor Gyökeres he's another level the level no ene Benjamin Sesko de nemu wa nti omunya sa comparison na wama ayenom obekaya 58 goals in all competitions last season Emma Sporting CP I say obesha more goals our English Premier League nom Mikel Arteta ati atudwa sam oni issue bia say Arsenal players no e vote say Martin Odegaard or a captain Emma club no deserve e wom say the age ni suru bebre na mom ne qualities our dressing room said the osi any players na casino fisa or the right manner I was say only team Arsenal team nom as a captain Mikel Arteta ati atudwa sam Manchester United afi or better than last season. Last season, Nema head and Koye ama Manchester United. Serena Manchester United fans na epeno and yes sir and enyanom and Mikel Arteta sir afi all players ama team assign and Nema team na ayana afi better to that of last season. Manchester United Ruben Amorim at warning ama Victor Gyökeres of Arsenal. Such English Premier League gredia ya hodio defender bi at no be kan gegra pa na oba entimasa se wo be bo English Premier League gredia and ya wasa wo yero ho we nya Portuguese league we English Premier League ahoden and America manfo atubetunom anya sam ketwa and yesma Ruben Amorim at ato Victor Gyökeres nim on so coaching da I was Sporting CP and you don some ejaw and anopay na Mikel Arteta de atudwa se no kranie yamfan tudwa sam ukomwa and somewhat and nam ene chinchinchina I was say ode major trophy and ya dade I say enkre na since 2019 of Arsenal team na transforming a lot na adia aka adia MSC ewo emu eye major trophy and yan samam uruano ade atudwam na Mikel Arteta I say you keep digging and one day the goat is there sa opadia adebiano ukone wanya ochambeko nkakranka one day on sabeka eno ene na some voice na radio mebam mabebo edi amawo Enzo Maresca manager Emma Chelsea from Arsenal me coach Chelsea still me England na Enzo Maresca say nanu semwa and slot never tuja say ono and slot kra or can amobia timate say last season and one say Chelsea with budget any players womunya yom amantim anje the English Premier League and Enzo Maresca the press conference ahead of Crystal Palace game I was Stamford Bridge and I say kika me aya na managers na mo kasam efa obiti mo no mentisa sa managers no me nka ho asem and yansman uruano ati atudwam na Oliver Glasner ati atudwa se Mark Gehi of Crystal Palace obekaya community shield no Olympia every game no ochemsa Mark Gehi will be ready at Chelsea I was Stamford Bridge and Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner or the two jam set ni players in the or believe some obate yes a player way echo obate yes a player way etnam now so still the likes of Mark Gehi mono or trust a woman officer I was some amutimitram Enzo Maresca at the atudwa seni team nom are ready on gamer I'm in a Crystal Palace abonum I say team nim say amu here another center back after say Livico enya ACL no anterior cruciate ligament injury be here player for from ano yansema oruano ati atudwa anopay Enzo Maresca the press conference irebebam na I say world champions Chelsea are fantastic and Oliver Glasner manager Emma Crystal Palace NHM say no krenie o Chelsea am world champions and then Koforo am a fantastic team. Enti anonsem anonom Oliver Glasner manager Emma Crystal Palace anonsem ena eba merebeto anim Tijani Reinders ono aye player Emma Manchester City I say adia sisia osua aye ball position I say Pep Guardiola aye a lot e won home said you besi a position ho as a player said you onom opese na midfielder bon ball oye ho adwuma ene yensema if Tijani Reinders asua ye etuda ene anopay what say Manchester City goalkeeper Ederson enkobonom achese owuram akoya adwuma ede ama Galatasaray ene adada na anopay mamemfanto anim sa ukomu a enkomo eba ene say boy na are likely say over the weekend anwa ene bedem ama Manchester City Pep Guardiola ete atudwam say no krenie Savino yatete say Savino ebeko must personal possible and stay with Manchester City for long years to come. And then some Pep Guardiola at the Atujo Savino to miss Man City clash with Wolves. And your reporter Eba set gamer Man City and your Hampton Wanderers everybody and yet is a Savino. Ebetim Siakaya. You're doing now at two him now Jack Grealish first days in the blue. Nurse Everton unseen footage and videos in Namanya Kwaya Omofasom a done a day and your Omomedia team near Jumapa Jack Grealish of Manchester City Okopolon Ama Everton and Ra Everton media team near Jumapa and your Machana Everton at dear Namnia Dade Nafepa na Abusiam Mako Nafe Mafa Oliver Glasner. The voice number as Chelsea and world champions and are fantastic.
We all who is related to Crystal Palace, everybody who is related to Crystal Palace, I think is disappointed. But Monday evening the disappointment was gone because it just makes no sense taking this mood into the week after winning the Community Shield, and also we knew it can be. That we can face this verdict, and now we prepare for this week. We prepared for Chelsea, and on Monday we will start preparing for Fredrikstad Conference League. It's still the first time Crystal Palace plays European football, and it's the big goal of all of us to qualify for the group stage. And so again, since Monday evening, we are looking forward to play European competition. Nothing, I don't care about it. So again, I had no influence. I can't. You have to accept it. You know, it's past. Don't talk about it. It's gone. We can't change it anymore. CAS verdict is the final verdict, and you have to accept it. And if you're always mourning about things, it just doesn't help. So really, honestly, when we were training Monday morning, we were told about the final verdict. I told it to the players, and we were laughing, enjoying our training session after winning the Community Shield. And I think this is how we deal with circumstances we can't influence, and this is big credit to the players that they also have this mindset and follow this path. Mark trains the entire week with us, every single training session, the same with EPS if you want to ask the next question. So they prepare in the best way for the Chelsea game on Sunday afternoon. No, not for tomorrow because we play on Sunday, but if you ask me now, yes, but again, and I'm too long in football business that I know that every day, almost every time of the day that things can happen. But if you ask me now, yes, I expect both starting for us.
And no, Oliver Glasner, the other kind, UEFA Europa League is gone. And I can woman Emra verdict and buy no not me training with the boys. I made 2 boys on him almost share. You moving on. Now you prepare ye for the Chelsea game. and I say in transfer window no baby at me see now on the expectations say the players are linked to other clubs are hopefully among for expectation on Mekono omuna betina na amaya juma ama Crystal Palace and yen sama oruano edi atudwa debi ama enne anopay na Makato Savino ebe mese Man City gamer ombebo over the weekend. Jack Grealish on your TV yebetwenom emra Jack Grealish Everton media no eshena tade na omuyi na chenya yebemo anopay on Oyerepa TV. Thomas Frank a confirmé that this Bissouma a part of a Tottenham Spurs squad ombebo etia Burnley obekaya UEFA Super Cup against Paris Saint-Germain when Timmy Nsiakan or say this time boy ready now Morgan Gibbs White and yeah Tottenham ya nisa eno na Nottingham Forest editu just that be Monfa Compasso ena epe ye player no enti Jamaica chairman say man hwe ya you be take legal actions at the etiamum ama deal no atwentwen so Jamaica teacher say Tottenham Spurs chance biem and Nottingham Forest 18 come say boy no ehia no na Thomas Frank ahead of Burnley game no are in SMP to jam yerbema no before that young Pep Guardiola na suye are in SMP and to jam na on Salvino and afe on Ederson sa ombefi Manchester City and as among City no are in some way and a tuja.
Listen, this is 3 or 4 or 6 press conference we have to do. Before that we're going to ask me that I don't know. It's Tottenham in that case or any other club who wants a player should call the club, right? And it's the same like we do. So only I'm concerned right now today that Savinho will be with us until the rest of the season. And hopefully for many, many years, because with 21 years old, with the potential that he has, play a lot of minutes, he has to improve. Improve in the final decisions, but he's an extraordinary player. Otherwise, he will not play more than 3,000 minutes in the other one. But if, at the end, as always, the desire of the players prevail above everything. But after that, they have to write to agreement with the club. And with the club is not, don't take agreement, the player will be here. Because in one moment, the club spend money on that player. If they want to leave, they will come to me, working with them, because I'm here. If they want to leave, they will knock my door.
Hi, Pep. Good to see you. On Savinho and Ederson, are they traveling tomorrow?
No. Savinho's injured. Sorry, I didn't remember. He's injured from Palermo.
Is it
Had
small?
a problem. Yeah, a few weeks. Will be out.
And Ederson is...
Apparently, yeah.
Do you expect them to stay then? Is that your desire?
Players, Ederson didn't come to me. I said, I want to leave, I have an offer. So all the players are here, are our players, and I work with them. What's going to happen, nobody knows, in 3 weeks.
And no, I Pep Guardiola in some, I don't know, the ABC, Obiani wa onim na players na mo komasem no ampesa amokwa me Pep Guardiola me wa ha ambeba abeka edi acheme Enzo Maresca out of Crystal Palace gamer ebetodwa our Stamford Bridge no the press conference in some way and on the tuja.
We guess we are ready, but we need to wait for the real competition to verify that. As you said, there's been quite a short break. We're going to try to be ready. Yeah, for sure it's something new. It's something that unfortunately we don't have the answer because it never happened before. So from me, from the sports scientists, from the doctor, it's something new. We don't have the answer. We're going to react on this new situation. That's why we need to pay attention all the details. Anyway, now he's okay, aware that he has to be a long time out. It's a big loss for us. How important Leroy has been for us last season. For the way we want to play, we said many times that we are able to create chances and to attack in the right way if we are able to build in the right way. And Leroy was a huge part of our build-up, and now it's out. We're going to try to find a different solution.
Is a different solution internally or externally?
We are trying to find solution internally, but the club know exactly what they think, and we'll see what's happening.
Nti ano aye ensema enso Maraska eti etuja now Thomas Frank or say on any other day we would have beaten best team in Europe. Ano aye ensema or the etuja ahead of Burnley game no I say adabia be we say Tottenham ebo ball na sada no Tottenham players na sorry no team bia wo wiase bia Tottenham ebetima show.
Yes, every player is available for the team tomorrow. Destiny is progressing, but it's too early for him to be involved in the squad. Yeah, I think it's of course terrible what happened to Matty, and it's we're doing everything we can to support him in this situation. He's a strong person, and with hopefully his support from family and friends and us, he'll get through it. But also know there's no real Tottenham supporter that ever will do that. The real Tottenham supporters that we'll see tomorrow at the stadium, they'll back him, and I expect them to. It's in tough times. We step up together, and I expect the fans to give him a really, really, really big cheer tomorrow.
I'd never naming names who don't play for Tottenham Hotspur, but obviously the transfer window still open.
But you still do it.
Yeah, no names, no specific names. I think we're aware of the targets. But
first and foremost, in many ways, I'm very happy with the squad. I think there's a lot of good players. I think we saw a team that was very, very, very competitive, and on any other day we would have beaten the best team in Europe. Of course, we want as strong and competitive squad as possible. I know that Daniel, Johan, and Vina are working night and day. And they have, by the way, been working night and day the last 6, 7, 8 weeks, and they definitely would like to do deals early. Sometimes I think we need to understand it's not that easy, but they're working.
Eno aye Thomas Frank, a manager, Emma Tottenham Spurs, and then Sama, or they are to Jamaica Aston Villa, a manager Unai Emery, na suye na Unai Sir Afi ye petimsa, I'm part of the top 7. My fam ni Aston Villa no enka ho adaya osihwe amam 4 players omato me budget na ye saying player ben omato amam fa me nka top 7 ho and ye Unai Emery Nottingham Forest agree personal terms with Douglas Luiz mena ka say or Juventus or your surplus to requirements in 2025-2026 and Tinkomanum Egusua Ekoso with Nottingham Forest agree aka club to club negotiations. Now, Rodri and Phil Foden Diamete HMC are part of Manchester City squad. Bob Eddie Etia Overhampton Wanderers and also Yadahonsem L2 and him and pay Mamin go back to Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim. Now, Odiatuja say Benjamin Sesko is ready ahead of Arsenal gamer on Bebochna.
No news in Leach are out. They cannot play this game. Josh recover, Andre recover. They are option for this game. We'll see. First of all, we have more than 3, so they are fighting for the places. I'm really happy. I think he has a great potential in everything he does. He can play different type of footballs. Going to feel that Premier League is really aggressive. He's going to learn, but he has a great potential, and I can see Ben be a striker for Manchester United for a longer few years. That's why we pay so much money to have a striker that will have his history in our club.
Start this game, has he had enough time with you to understand what he needs to do and to work on his fitness to go from the start against Arsenal?
Of course, we didn't have a lot of time, but he's ready. First of all, physically he's ready. That is a big component in our league. Then he's really smart. Every detail that he asks. Is a guy that is always thinking. He spent all afternoon here working on his fitness, so he's ready to play. We'll see if he's going to start.
I know Ruben Amorim on Benjamin Sesko. Now, I'm for England. Now, for imagine come on, Italy and pay na Dietenie Oko and Samunua. Milan Forum. What say transfers are. Amaye Afino omuwieye your plus bakum yonum yansambia amotwa nim say before say summer transfer window no yanka pon no entum na I ready na fe amadwene club no Lille nso diametini amone Galatasaray and afe Inter Milan nyina abusuam Diatini and Kobono Ekoso Benjamin Pavard diametecha say that be a ote say Lille form a dianimie pa amane Galatasaray e pe boy na e ma no anyon and a reporter ekutamem and no pay Inter Milan and Atalanta store adiaka and say ombegri on a fee say ombetia say sika say and yetua e de amoyo so sika no ye beje eno aye adia aka eno ana okopiema 45 million euros sika Atlanta form arejete amope more than 45 etiano kai na Washington so na Atlanta coach Ivan Juric and the to say club no the onimisa amo plus bako mionu sabia I was amo signing a sense amo top striker across Saudi Arabia Sansom and Adimola Lukman opesa oko eti on me say mature tagi na fe one me say Atalanta a player nim say do dear no I have magic Adimola Lukman I was say anim ho yetibe reinforce with different players and no I Atlanta coach Ivan Juric and Nsema oti atujam and pay owie no say no kranie Adimola Lukman sa me started training with club no me pressa me fit club no say boy ni di no kra etre ono Ivan Juric amra baba do ye se manager say ne see emra na o man no for now mentimi sia kan ema Atalanta biem me pressa me call enti boy ne kan no kra etre ono Ivan Juric ono any issue bia Maximiliano Allegri do na after Max Allegri I say I'm sending 2 more players at the Abam AC Milan team Makacho say almost transfer no now they say amawie and what you oko Inter Milan amasuya ama identify Udinese am different Omar Solet say Omar Solet emram emesia kai ema womunyo no nko a Lloyd Bardi and so I the latest player am try him say abebam na fe wabaya adwuma ema amom on the part of Didier Tabri Joppa wa arrive him our Italy, our present petition, Sir African Player of the Year. Babia player na pesa okonom. Abusia omunjai player nom na fe onko en konko siakai emfa Moranda Kolo Mwani and Juventus RJ an agreement a 1 year loan. Randa Kolo Mwani a 1 year loan, 4 year contract, and a loan option to buy. And I'm the Paris Saint-Germain. I didn't come on. I could do. My member Germany now pay. Yanim come on. Our Germany and I don't pay on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. A weekend edition of Today's Sports. And I don't pay. Yadi Emma won't go from crossing some Chefa a woman. And I don't pay a hood I was shown so now I was Germany I'm in front to just Chelsea I can't Bayern Munich Sir Christopher Nkunku amudia amunyina na kwam Sir Christopher Nkunku epesa oko na sika amu Chelsea amu hiano amu saka ombejai Christopher Nkunku monafe wakosi akan ama Bayern Munich Kingsley Coman move to Arsenal I'm in front to Jody Muntintimai pa the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo or Dimun Tintimai and young Comono. Oh, Monfadamara. Obebua or a player a lot and about fat club no Persia J Arab trophies maybe Persia Ramuna Anderson Sukukona Nimti or the Muntintimai Bayern Munich and a play. I must say, so Quatini by Bisa Bayern Munich Ape Rasmus Highlander a crap. I am matrama kwansem I am tro no krabia any sansem num and a reporter a kutame and an pay Bayern Munich I must say young come of Biante Sir Nicholas Jackson so Homonka say I'm a pen babia no Jonah Kusi Asari onim say na no and me catch out say Bayern Munich assign a player no omo say pesa otena on Cologne na fe ohwe niam Hurricane abeye in the season osua niam pi efi no Michael Olise onim say oye Bayern Munich player na ya say ne contract release clause bi shem na release clause no be so 2026 making the player say obetim a return to Premier League numbiem enom Michael Olise betimi assign a return to the Premier League in 2026 summer eno reporter kutaye ene anopay Bayern Munich make inquiries about Xavi Simons Sir Leipzig Xavi Simons no mobatono na yasamaka ate ache Bayern say player no baby a opese osia kan Chelsea enti ye ne Chelsea na edin komam mom ye ne Chelsea enwie Borussia Dortmund demetinim ase amodi new offer akọ Chelsea aso ye se Kane Chukwuemeka Kane Chukwuemeka ye hiano I was a Kane Chukwuemeka no oba no be adwuma ematim na dinina eto anim ene anopay abusia oko Barcelona so ya meka to say Hans Flick edin komam afa Lamine Yamal ho wadin komam afa Robert Lewandowski ho na nsem na and on the two just say issue be any ho on the all can say the players will deliver on him Lamine Yamal say Ojan Peter so a duma no abeye ayayen ye a daddy our preseason 4 matches 4 goals 1 assist na a super or training say odibewura season and no aye manager Hans Flick also our plan for Robert Lewandowski na I say happy birthday to Linda Ahenkai buho ana o say yemfa birthday emma from Africa nti ne honsem enonom nti ya no kai na wase no so honom happy birthday to Linda Ahenkai buho from Africa nti Africa emma happy birthday ya no kai na wase no so afio na fe yadim come with Chelsea Oko Frank Lampard na suya Frank James Lampard Jr. and the atujo sehe o kam obiate Chelsea team na afi muhuno Chelsea team na timi jikru bia e man ye na o chepia zisheno enti team ben and ontimi se Chelsea definitely when Chelsea koshia I was say ujina ye na jobe catch Chelsea mpenimfo ne say emra som I was say omunya another center back ebeka center back se ho especially emra yanya Levi Cole akoko plano I was say amodefo from etimi eba ebeka team no ho ade sansemina eto anim enne anopay na Brighton for say Carlos Baleba obetna oya koda nyade asa sama ni babia adui ombeton boy no amana ko babia ya ro kai na wasene so enti anopay ye janso na fe ye de anyone nyina ebesi nebom mamini nkomo with Mikel Arteta gamer abebo etia Manchester United no or in SMP and atuga ahead of the game yenti Mikel Arteta mra.
Is the excitement also linked to the fact you've got
my energy, and that's why I'm so excited.
I guess Leo Trossard was the only doubt from last weekend, has he?
Yeah, I think he's much better. I think he will be able to train again tomorrow, and if that's the case, he will be fit.
Of course, there's still a couple of weeks just over to go in the window. I'm not going to ask you, maybe others will, whether you're going to bring anybody else in, but is the main emphasis now potentially on trying to get a few out?
Well, now I leave that to Andrea and the club. My main focus is just about performing, is preparing the games in the best possible way, and win. Because now we start the season. Okay, it's been a long off-season, pre-season with the markets and being so active on it, and I leave it to them. Digging, and you have to be digging because one day the gold is going to be there, and that's all the time. When I've been tough, when I've been educated, and that's it. For 3 seasons, we have more points than any other team in this league, which is incredible. So that's all about the consistency. Now we have to do it in a season to earn 1 more point, or the same amount of points and more goals difference than any other team. That's the objective.
Enti ano aya Mikel Arteta de bia ukwa wanya ani kwan se o te koda our sister force now work hard one day the success will come enti now no your Premier League no ya tosumienu ya san ko biem amfa I was said this time ye call ye did trophy no Mikel Arteta nensama anopay or dia tuja ye dibi amount eno no enti on that note ye ren ko phone close some no AC na fe ya ba ni aba be din komo boss player better say na on the team ni na trust and before that say boss eba no ye na canteen energetic drinking water e din komo on me say nsuo de bia meka obenoma no anom papa preko obenoma nom de ma ya de bia nsuo bi o ha me de ayennuma meto nsuo bi o pa e wo say the paper form e wo say wo di clean o task no so ni kwan say wonom kanjin de abusua ensu papa akaline na ewom no se kohunam duanum a yade pa fa ne yade ebi nchew aha mo ahoden jeja so yi enti owa haide men ka bebre meko 7 ho na yenadin komom e wo kanjin energetic drinking water ho. Stephen, good morning.
Lawyer, good morning.
Sir, BBI fine.
Radiadum, BBI fine.
Yeah,
fine.
Diet and we nurses for no. Obia huye.
Obia jani naso pa. Se season isha si idea. I said that as well Arsenal.
Oh, sir. Enti game no matuni din say gadin dim gadem. Do be wo ne be wo.
Isi asem so isi asem.
Arsenal Manchester game no. Matuni din gadin dim gadem. Do be wo ne be wo. Na game no is between Victor Jokeres and Benjamin Sesko.
Ebren so agree.
Ena ebe hu say
the play big the ground.
Player na Mikel Arteta na kuma mu. So reportedly na Benjamin Sesko. Na Andra Beta nso de na kwa de no pose hwe we ade afie ani kra ye hu say Victor Jokeres no ona say more goals. You come the Victor Jokeres aba matri din go monga and after Benjamin Sesko Ejem Emma United. Enti dobe wo na be wo gadindim gadem
sanity. Right, mami mo akwaba na ye nwura mu Kangen energy drinking water no pay dia me ba be kan wasem about Kangen energy drinking water hia se esese wunya bi na wonom na onnom bi da make sure se wo fie ebi ewo ho aha ye ba ye bre no 8 ya na mum ye numbers no na wafidie no so no na e was screen so wo hwe social media ana TV so apeke number no sisi ana frɛ na place order Kangen energy drinking water ye deliver echo Ghana fa na ba bia wo bia wo ma omoje na omaton no so omoto ne dodo na omne omabusua ayusuo hunyina o place order no sisi a ye de bebrɛ numbers no na wo screen so no wo tie radio a 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 Kangen energy drinking water anopedia mi hwe Kangen energy drinking water onoma de maun na afen so bi a wonom regular water ana sensuo bi a acid ewo mu nso a eno so de maun na obviously no Kangen energy drinking water me de eno na mekamfo de ama because purely alkaline water. Now you can regular water you can nsuo ani pH no bibi tse pure water mika pure water mean ka sachet water sem mika pure water I'm referring to pH potential of hydrogen nsuo ani pH no less than 7.0 and asempo up to 7.0 neutral no no ewo ho eno regular water Nemo Kangen energy drinking water offer a pH of 7.5 up to 8.5 and until now test Kangen water unya color no blue na obia bedi adanse se nsuo onom nsuo bi onom nsuo pa no ade friend constipation enta enche no na obi onom nsuo pa nso no abre bia no efi enta nyina ne nipaduam obi onom nsuo pa no oyobia any organs tise na koma ne liver any ne kidney any ekeka ho nyina no function yie nanso de etie ne se ensu a eko ni peduanum no ewo so hwe ensu kra eko ni peduanum se ensu no ensu papa na de beboa pa no na me kan form Kangen energy drinking water de ntia abre bia yeba ni aba betena se ni agebre ni ato ye boas ni akyerekire mu nyina ne se maka chance ni pedua no ensu ahodo a wo ni peduanum ne dodo no oha nchiche mu ba aduosia num ko aduoson so 65 to 70% na ensu entia wo se wo make sure se wo bema wani akọ nsu a wonom ho empo asen aduane wudie na makasa Kangen energy drinking water no ni properties anase enuoma ewum no edi kan alkaline because ni pH no 7.5 up to 8.5 ope kra Kangen water machine wo bia obetimi kra po prepare ni pH no kra be bro even up to 9.5 eno no ye se wo prefer but the ya package e dia badwa ma so ye ton ama no 7.5 to 8.5 pH eno no kira se purely alkaline eno ye number 1 the tosum ye no Kangen energy drinking water nsu a ni molecules no esusa eniwa ne ye nkete into obia wonom no enche hydrate kama pa ena afenso no ewura nipadua no ba bia eno nti na boa na ehuru fi ene edi free onipadua no nti bomoden se obenya Kangen energy drinking water ni bi na watumi anom da nka se obi a onima kenkan de bomoden na read about alkaline water especially Kangen energy drinking water na okonkro amanfo ahodo enkro so a okọ aman ahodo so a aya na alkaline water ne bo no ewo soro pa na so ahanom no Kangen energy drinking water ya try your very best ama ya the price no aba forma any even regular water prices no nyina no ya ye pair anesa pack no 30 Ghana cedis per 500 ml no ehye mu makomako 12 per pack eno no 30 Ghana cedis and then o share 1 liter na and also ehye mu 6 per pack and also 30 Ghana cedis per sansuo we de badwa man so a woto no 30 Ghana cedis per no unom wi a na wa obe won senetie nsuo no ahwe na ya package esi wo no hwe ne fe na ohwe screen so amom hwe TV no we 500 ml no ene si wo sa no na obi timi be to be 40 packs 50 packs oni na busua eno nko na omo nom for the month da bia me se me challenge wo say we na eda ahwe de screen so 1 liter eno no hye mu 6 pack ba ko bia no 30 Ghana cedis na ensuo we sa wo de ye nsuo a wo nom Kangen energy drinking water sa wo de ye nsuo na wo nom to aso be na wo twepe unom to aso be na wo twepe a enye obi na be ka kire o se fa ye nsuo be nom no da bia wo nkwa na nyina saza Kangen wonom a wankasa wonom nsuo ni wi na wa hu se nsuo we di ampara enya hu dede bi keke na ye nemum nsuo a wonom a obi oye adwuma kakra na wabre obi wo honom a ni moja ntantimi ne afusane ye ebi wonom a as a result of excessive acid wo ni paduanum na wa emframa ye home etimi di acid ebre ni paduam even adwenwen kra ma ni paduanum timi nya acid ena afenso nsuo a ni panom ebi wo honom a acid ewum ena afenso no aduane a ni padie especially ensa ebi ti say carbonated drink me come mineral inside ti say carbonated drinks ni pH no dodo na ye highly acidic na onom anu nyina wie na wo konom nsuo na wonsuo a wonom so eno so nye alkaline na san so ye acidic dia na nipadua no ukunu nkakra eja nipadua yi so obenya mfie oha obenya mfie aduoso a nipadua yi na obetena mu akopem se obefiri nipadua yi mu akọ ba bia wo san so free bra asase so ni senti no obehia sa ade biara ko nipadua no mu no obede obehwe ni yi nti Kangen energy drinking water 1 electrolysis process and the produce nsuo no de ekira ne se machine na produce nsuo no split nsuo no into 2 eche nsuo no mu mienu acid no efa tube foforo mu na pie na alkaline no so afa another tube e de pie na alkaline no eno ne yeso na ya bottle na ya package ne kama ti se ne hu wo screen so no ye de abadwa ma so na won so wa ye dey wato na wakọ akonom na de tie ni se enti untumi nto Kangen energy drinking water wa bra obon se acid e wo mu da biara da enya de a esie Kangen energy drinking water no purely alkaline water eno nti na ye kanfo ye dey na ye de amount opeso won se ya alkaline water or not na se nya o pH indicator pH tester either say liquid one no and as electronic one wa nkasa o depo into nsuo no na o test ya obenya pH free 7.5 economy eno na Kangen energy drinking water no extraordinary intanope efie biara oni bi no na chese o ya ha ho anope wutie me maka se Kangen energy drinking water ensuo enya duro but yesi nsuo eye nkwa ye ka se nsuo ye nkwa e kire se nsuo nyame enyansan mu no ode nuane nuo bi ahyehye nsuo mu a se o produce ni yie na o preserve ni yie asa nuane nuo no eno na boa ma nipadua na nkasa ehwe ne ho so enti nsuo enya immune system booster nemo nsuo a eye nsu papa ti se Kangen energy drinking water no boa ma immune system na nkasa timi gina na so ye na adwuma e kire se acid edoso oni paduam efi edoso oni paduam a ema immune system na nkasa ntimi nya adwuma yie but Kangen energy drinking water de ye ne say because it contain a lot of minerals magnesium wom calcium wom potassium wom iron wom eni nuane no aka ebo ni padua ne nyina ewom ti eboa ema eye ye fra bibi detoxification just say euro fie den e de fru ni paduanom obi a onom nsuo pa ota nom nsuo pa no na especially o san nom nsuo ye alkaline water kra de ene efin kra de ebi ntimi ntina ni padu because kangen ye nsuo a o nom no nyina no na eboa na wo dwonso o nom no na wo dwonso ne kire se ehuru fin biara ene acid bi agina ni paduanom ma de e de free ho anope bomoden na place order sisia o frɛ number ne sisia ana o place order me pacho ye be deliver e de abro your cars ahodo a e de be bro wa o pese utu bi na woton maka so o moton kangen energy drinking water no e sha se okumas na e kakra bi ene atre wa Ghana ha region bi ani wa o pe kangen energy drinking water wunya bi na wonto se ye kofodua se ye kepku se ye akra se ye takrade se ye takwa se ye sunyane se ye tamale e hefa ba bi ani ho Ghana ha wunya kangen energy drinking water nya den ento but ba bi ye produce na kumasi apa because nipa nyina ahu omo manom nsu na wo se na sa zena ponchene kan se wanto nsu hye mo nim se sa nsu hoyi emugu ahodo ente wo so bomode na nom kangen energy drinking water no na wonom wi a na wankasa bo sampara nsu we de enya duro de na so de ye ma ono krampre to da unhia mpo se obenum aduro bebre ansa ente number no 0241 44 91 0241 44 91 a number registered on WhatsApp. Obetima send SMS, obetima send voice message, obetima send message or WhatsApp. So Eddie Abba baby biara obiano or outside Ghana na utie ya but modern say number no na frɛ ofrɛ through WhatsApp, ofrɛ through direct call. Ebeba na ye new Eddie nkomo o send message sisi ameka say ya be call office direct. Ye adwuma almost every day e deliver insuo across Ghana ha baby ya. Nti man na ho abra obi wo hono ma ni moja eni afusane enti no abre bia o ye adwuma bia no abre obi wo ma na ne nsa etaye titriti obi wo ma yese odidi a na abegina ne bo because of high acid na ba abegina ne bo obi wo odidi aduane no ntimi nyam yi obi wo ma odidi a okoda anajo a wontimi na anajo why adwuma abre all right but enikum no emma enikum no nyeden emma adwene no se adwene no entimi enrest a untimi nya na enyeden enna na odie nom kangen energy drinking water na ensha ase se detoxify system nom ensha ase se ehuru fifi ni paduanom na hwe se obekwa koda na jo siripa a obeda no wada yi enti na yekamfo kangen energy drinking water eden ede ama wo we eyensu a wankasa onoma na wankasa obetime di ho adanse maka so obi biara wonom kangen water no ewo different thing na wakafa nsuo no obi wo ho no ma wo se na ontimi anya adwuma nche o starting nom kangen afi saade na efiri ho obi wo no so ya adwuma no wabre ofinom kangen water on odi ani nsuo ade bia wo no saade na eden efiri obi a wo de okafa nsuo no anya bibia se nsuo ye alkaline water na ekuta minerals de onoma den a oni padua no mu adwuma na ebi ene kangen energy drinking water anope frey sesi ana place wo order no o pese ye de brew wo ba bia wo a ye be deliver e di amount wo o pese utu bi na woton ukuta minimum of 2000 Ghana cedis you can start selling na nsuo we on tom fangu shop ma enche gise bia amanfo nim se woton bi na mpo obi beto nsuo kra no na ni boso se kangen energy drinking water ni bi e wo shop on ma me pa cho de ode ba so ba betoro ba gia no wato no because amanfo nim de kangen energy drinking water no etumi enti bobode na nombi uye fie na wonum bi da anase bi ni ufia wonom a office wonum bi a me pa cho bobode na shase ye wo dispenser 19 liter dispenser ye fill edima enyumaku ahodo na abusua ahodo se na tie frɛ number no 0241 44 91 91 0241 44 91 91 make us amano AC ya offer number no sisi o send WhatsApp message you and SMS a ebeba office ye be you ano na fe so o place order ya free delivery e the amount na onum wi a we the dance and some para kangen energy drinking water e yinsu ya demufo.
Okay, Steven. Thank you.
That's a legend.
Na afi ya na ya ntwaso 7:58. Okay. Bravo, uncle. Yes, so.
Me give you no de mani asho so. And I carry mani antwa so.
Sembe na go fa be.
Enra as I'm talking about during the program enye a show no enye the whole day no.
But during program be
anopa.
Oh, okay. Program they say be na course wa.
Enra zero bisa me say nti uye me say aya na unya dey.
Oh, zero. Zero.
Data asem kase asiu.
Sir.
Okay, Rene Headache ne lawyer no.
Rene Headache no dey.
Technical director na house for Pamo no. Ama ne lawyer no.
Lawyer na o ka say o send the email house one reply no.
Or the email akoma ha FIFA for chese me the man. Wada room.
Sesen.
Ne bo afu pa.
Sesen.
Say Kilentua. Nti me kra no sisi na me intercept email no. Me ka say maka mu nyina awie kra na me boa. But me say wo de wo saka wo de wo no say eja brofo ni nti.
Sesen o di email akoma FIFA for sesen.
O complain say still has into esika no.
Oh, okay.
Nti wade ama my intercept email na eja anopai mesika oboa ya na ye ne atiefo nso so ache ne kama na
no no na de ba won den
time na be free ba ye de me de here say nam na makohia ne kwan so no so machi bie afa na me ko say won na de ba na say has for de ba ye tama asem no won na ye complainant no say de nti no now
we act for the claimant in this matter, and please find attached the notification of the findings of the decision in respect of the above matter. We have tried through FIFA's legal portal to notify FIFA that the respondent has failed to pay the compensation as set out in the decision. However, for some inexplicable reason, the legal portal is now closed and we cannot submit any further correspondence notifying FIFA that the respondent has failed to respect the decision. The respondent had until 8 August 2025 to make full payment of the sum of 146,000 USD to the claimant as per the decision. The respondent failed to make any payment by the due date or at all, and therefore thereafter we tried to notify FIFA through the portal that the respondent had failed to pay compensation. However, it will appear that the portal was closed on the 8th July 2025, and as such we could not submit any further correspondence notifying FIFA of this failure to respect a decision. We believe this must be an error on FIFA's part, as this matter was not closed as the respondent has failed to pay compensation to the claimant. As such, and pursuant to Article 24 of the regulations on the statutes and transfer of players, you will be aware that if full payment, including all applicable interest, is not made within 45 days of the notification of the decision, the respondent shall be banned from registering any new players, either nationally or internationally, or up until the due amount is paid. The maximum duration of the ban shall be of up to 3 entire and consecutive registration portal periods. Given the above, we kindly request that the above be implemented immediately upon the respondent, as we are informed that it continues to register new players during this current transfer window. We trust all is in order and look forward to hearing from you. Kind regards. Okay, let's know any renown. This is an email which was sent to FIFA.
As we saw what I said now, any will be a deed. It's just one story.
It's just a movie. And now a team back open obedience or go FIFA. So
send me baby source.
But that is not here.
I'm saying, already, me say I said, oh, FIFA that. And FIFA, ruling on some period of time. I said, it has to do
somebody had team now because I didn't come who has home. And man who ran now, maybe a Congo at them.
Never wanted this story by don't even watch it.
I'm going to bingo before.
I'm sure I said one more has because a update on the subject matter. So until man, say, I'm say, Amen and Grano. RE no hanti update on the same issue.
Me tell say but idea that here can
it is a doubt to say
no
authentic.
I'm asking questions. Say me to say South African team, you know, no be
pay the enemy there.
8 August they say try match
Monday no.
Na the man kwan letter na he say
I don't know he
o mat say team no go so register players. Na go bobo.
And they say on insisting on what is on the ruling. Say and say for the next trade transfer window has to be register player.
Na no ka FIFA exclusive portal bi.
I know the one accuse FIFA say can person remind FIFA but I say reminder no we portal no is close enko. But say mo portal na enko a mo decision dey say ye adwuma.
Na say scarement is asset ya say heart no can there.
Mama yen check your house sources and so much yampa.
I think if process make me aboanya operama because I remember say only operating come was see. I know say no but
player be need no.
I know but time I just busa and say other ones no so in a very short time they are trying say they will resolve it any issue. I remember
for near
and you know say on bet me aboy producers and on bet me aboy no money operama ya I think say
okay I okay
e ba and ye baba be kom kwala for no se kotokoso na so mu nsuro wo mo
enu ka tire
me your voice e bebo amo TV
zo mu ka tire
Taiwa na ta hala person mo ka tire o mo ka tire kotokofo no
o mo grom no mo
go o ka tire kotokofo so mo jitum se kotokoso na so susuro pass suro die la line
okay as well says bezo withdraw
and or the official Yababontin said
na da be no mto aba no
this month terms 28 I think yeah
this month
28 of this month na on beto say aba nti no so ho no na ne kase ba akon so atama aba nie according to our painstaking investigation the painstaking investigation by the Oyerepa sports team House of Folk and Setose has part ways. Like na omu nyina keep no quiet because of a honsem bi etatatare ho. Omu say Setose was demanding for full payment of the remainder of his contract. And House of Folk so say
Moses saying
according to painstaking investigation of the Oyerepa sports team House of Folk and Setose has part ways. But omu nyina keep no quiet obi ade ahye ne ho because obi afi said there are legalities. Setose e demand say
na o dey asem so ho na legalities na so
say they are looking for a way to from because I see the account company for say no or person dey kware adwuma ne more sin company for say na setting so and now was me ko to dwe ade chen was meti ade chen was misisi ene isa no no the house for no refer say nka onko hu omo medical team omo doctor no na onye final assessment na omo team take a decision on him. Almost said or mampo or ma he doesn't even come to Pogma or anywhere and then can say has for no credit my and the house for who say
na say mumu ebusa no
I
said to say so say ebusa na say
I think the producers should take that one out.
I say ebusa no bia na entisa
bia no yare ampa so say na say omoka say
na ka say they've parted ways there now o say there is a decision on
for what I'm told this morning no contract from one of them either has or set to say and my sources is more leaning to has how much terminate. In fact, or mommy, the list of players that did their catching penny for some per warm. But yeah, time. There's a lot happening at our house. Monday, after the homework up, Monday, the board will be meeting the technical team and information you're picking. Say the message is simple. Take us to Africa. Win one of the competitions that will take House of Folk to Africa. Yeah, buy your details, kakra. And someone was saying, "My guy says,
like young quiet."
Interesting stuff. So,
comedy of errors.
Yeah.
Now can you sign a player in to every coach was a member?
As a coach, you know, for what I'm told, as a coach, say, "Oh, person didn't crowd, person build a whole new team, a setup, a best lasted for long." Now, what media year, Juma, or the ABB, na tax na has the man ultimate full freely. Until the Monday meeting, for instance, is going to be very interesting.
It comes back to the kind of due diligence our teams need. Because I said buy on more bomb and do for my house or for check it for Andrew. Oh my hey, and you know, the Biamusu Prano. I just said the boy. This boy was too quiet and too quiet. We be okay no man fan. And yet just by fluke. And the boy and be through her about man.
But to conclusion,
I see you can
that's all you had draw conclusion.
And I be almost I asked the yeah, I didn't come on and say.
And the story as what is?
Oh yes, but there be our
system ni move.
Okay.
Omo the Arabia to so na dey ntimi kan.
There be almost opera. Training on your train was opera. Match me pra. There be house opera. And has one feel say omo no do omo medical assessment. And
baby bit so problem you.
I think say process na some way and then them say in your parish as we here set mo interviews ni na solo mo nyana mo fambre na
yeah nkwai na
nti omo nyango adwuma ihe opare na no pa and
now so almost say Manchester United Beleba say one omo je echi I've just
na be say we for no unse United officially any contact with Brighton for no that was enrolled and I'm said before yesterday we enrolled back. And the message of the Man United were clear say they are Omunya willing to sell him this summer. And you know, Oman Bob Bompa from Manchester United na Oman negotiate. But and you know, and the baby no fee say it ended the by labor discussion. No? But simply to say how you know transfer window is quite a first year no. The person may not be able to miss it, but for now the current news is that Brighton for Nakache United for say
lawyer Ura or say Dadanwa lawyer United 2 Arsenal 0. Good morning. That's from my friend lawyer Ura, a strong Man U fan, an unrepented Manchester United.
Where I say
Arsenal 0.
Yes, a boys in the good chat. So more quarter score no.
Lawyer the name say me kan na we.
Anti
kind lawyer Ura.
The party kind.
Or say lawyer say can say Dadanwa. Good morning legend. We will beat Arsenal. United 2 Arsenal 0.
The correct score. Correct score.
Okay.
Correct score.
Like young na.
So too. And
Obia predict Man U versus Arsenal. Man U versus Indiana.
One predict.
Indiana.
Who will be as well predict apart from Loyola, me who will be as well predict United versus Arsenal.
I say baby I'm nyo na na.
Anti Buanka say oh boy say one more.
Na me kan be who uni mo. The bar you should my kind of but I say I no pay a brandy offense the tears once my you need or buy or say somebody
oh but yeah
say play a copy na yen no na so over strike your mama you play or reject Arsenal
so no office op team kasiabo anti
team kasiano no obo no
no op team kasiabo anti na say or trying the chance to play at Old Trafford.
Okay.
It is every player's dream to play at Old Trafford.
Yeah. No great.
Be dream say one is your lifetime no. We be done the famous red jersey no.
Is to play for Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Now I'm so too ahead of the game no. Before about Liverpool game no so now. Ateta I'm saying ni interview no wako kan sama VR ache no. Say Ateta wan kan yi kura You keep digging, and you have to be digging because one day the gold is going to be there. For 3 seasons, we've had more points than any other team in this league, which is incredible. That's all about the consistency. And VR naturally say I'm that no matter no one because I know for the past 3 years, you know, more points than any other team in the league. And at that time, pressure now. Based on this, and the pressure was so far. You see, say for him to come out and see this, there's a pressure was so far to get Arsenal the trophy. Because in the last 3 seasons, all combined Arsenal points in a year 247. Last season, Omunya 74.
Assume they are Bomaka Kramlechum.
I said,
I thought I'm or a maths professor now.
Oh, and in the mass and yet.
Why this should be an issue?
Oh, but
so we need mass into him coaching.
Oh, but for someone to come to a presser.
So no, so in your point, so be I don't boom, no.
They make a boom.
Sitting at leading at 3 points. Omo Makanya when your point, as in Liverpool City, one of the city.
Is it sitting?
We are somewhere, no, yeah, call found I say, I don't tremas.
Oh, but
I thought I was your man. Well, catch him to a comb or a maths professor. Namas, Utimasa, just Utimasa. Aye, Utimasa, just I'm saying, or prepare a mathematics, and he got it wrong. Is he a maths professor?
I'm thinking Arsenal.
Where ask him?
Arsenal, so team no some more at that.
Saying, I don't know after talk because I have for a training.
So with the willow, idea you prepare yourself for the so it's I think it's I don't what is Anye. Mr. Otuo, and the Ghana English Premier League, you know, started with fireworks at Anfield and it was a day of shame and energy at Anfield. Shame in the sense that Liverpool supporter bakwa na ote wheelchair mu ekomeki racial comments editia Ghana ni efe no Antoine Semenyo abrana all kwako through ball. Msoto I think in 2025 there. I like Liverpool as a club, you know, posture and the release of Modeba, and I listened to Ancelotti also after the game what he said about that supporter. And again, I like the fact that Nippon also no after the incident, you know, omo ni pay omama no anhwebo ni bium mo ni pay. I like the fact that they did all this thing. And to this was time that Oko Trubo na akwanati wheelchair no mu wase ho na o kasa kire no. So on the wheelchair no. Waboche black no. And all Trubo na oka those at asama okache and even though Semenyo hasn't Mumba want to make the exact thing that he said to Antoine Semenyo. But so I like Semenyo's reaction no. Some players overact and create unnecessary scenes. But when I see this throw or throw ball no, Liverpool echo attack and a ball no corner. And after one corner no, and I walk it to referee. And walk catch and say, this is what happened when I was maybe throw no. And the protocols nature said first the referee needs to have to stop the game, make the complaint official to both coaches and everybody involved. Biano, if you have to stop the game for 15 minutes. And the first thing was that Anthony Taylor called them and to get. I mean, that thing it was a day of shame at Anfield because in Babia the things that I don't understand about this whites and they say. Who now? Who yes, I no. Team now also support no. one of your player back also or born more than Pande to in Konate. So Salah is African. What would Jemba I didn't about my dream because the team that you are supporting, you have black in them. In the team, we are one of the most influential players. So then about dream say boy at this stage, Bonabon say now Omulidi Bournemouth for no. At this stage, we're leading Bournemouth. I don't know what will come into your mind to go and make such a comment, against a player. It was a very, very bad year, but I like the reaction from Liverpool and all the things that they did to keep everything going. That was first a year over there. Mr. Otuo, okay, this season, before the preseason, one discussion that with the new Liverpool, how they will look like. Mr. Otuo, after yesterday's game, Liverpool supporters going to be on their posture and their position and more in some Moka, they will tone down on certain players. Say this is the Premier League. Trent, we were telling we spoke about Jeremy Frimpong. I remember Muntiase Krase discuss listen, the trend level of trend in the Premier League, the trend is level also Premier League and there only Jeremy Frimpong ever to one Jeremy Frimpong will need time. So do you know why? This boy in the past 3 seasons in me has been playing as a right wing back. Right wing back, defending in Eka Krebi. And he used to go in. And no here. No Obrepa. International coaching fast because he was struggling to play as a right back that you defend and attack. And again, so the intensity of the Premier League is different from the Bundesliga. And bueno in the post-match interview, I confirmed Iketiki. Was as at 60th minute no cramp. Was 60th no cramp because no what it say about the Premier League. I feel no about say and some man no kana bonte no. Eh no correct. And say unyadio, but you see, you can be technically gifted, but the Premier League is a different animal altogether because in the Premier League, it was so utumrika. You have to run in the Premier League as compared to the Bundesliga. Bundesliga, comfortable. You realize Jeremy from Pombeto, but Obiang said he was struggling because he had time to settle in the Premier League. In some again, Wits, fine player. There's something about him about him. 2 minutes. The ability to try to play one touch pass, even in the tight space, he tried to pass and Panyano Moko. Bamhoto, so watch it very carefully. And I think that he lost the possession about 19 or 21 times. And on lose possession. Possession loss and about 21 or so for Vit and how he plays, in the Bundesliga, he plays that kind of passes a lot. But Premier League, because they will press you, because of how intense it is, because how passes, most of them will be intercepted because they will press you. They will take the ball from you, and it will turn into a turnover. And then a lot of the time he loses the ball, they turnover for Bournemouth. And I think that will happen. And like you won't take just one day, and I say 1 month for him to understand the Premier League. It will take some time for Vit to settle and understand that the Premier League is a different league from the Bundesliga. And how comfortable you are in the Bundesliga, you may not be or get it very, very smooth like Sanyana or Unyano in the Bundesliga. So that is one thing. And then, Mame, Liverpool ratings, if you pick the Liverpool ratings, on your screen, outfield players, you will see on your screen, the only player less ratings than Vit. Ayo Konate. The only player onya less ratings than Vit. Ayo Konate. Over front trainer, omunya 8+. Because Salah scored, Gapo scored, Iketiki scored and assisted. Vit behind them, and 6.7. If you want them now, 6.8, 6.9. Konate is the only one who has less ratings than Vit. This is the Premier League once again. In Stamani, he's a Duncomono. He's follow me say he's an exceptional talent. Bono. But the Premier League, he will need time to understand the league. Oh, sir. I want match. So, needing time to understand the league in the and on your time, you some say, oh, you have time to understand the league. You see,
it could be a one bad game for him.
No, I just never bad crumble. Yes, on your bad deal. Just that. You see the expectations.
The Ama workers who needed time, no. And I'm just say when Yano said you know so Yanra. Tinya time no here back on na ISA.
No, and for you to lose 21 balls out of the touches that you have, you lose 21. Actually, I will say, I'm sure say about me fast and come check ne bonus league and you see bon say at that place he may not be losing much like no losing run because one the Premier League they will press you. It was most of the turnovers balls that he loses and Panya Bournemouth are going. And you know, all we are doing is we are analyzing with how they easily vilify players be around more than that. Just because when you're before front, you start to do away with one yard, especially what they do to Trent. And wow, here be one say Trent and Jeremy Frimpong.
What did they do to Trent, Pacho?
Oh, that's a most of video. Omanya, I'm going to upgrade crowd over Trent. They said they upgrade over Trent. And Jeremy Frimpong.
Said they know Mungwana and go be a cabiaman.
And yeah, catch almost say Omanya with Jeremy Frimpong, Premier League, a different league altogether. And just from Paul Nadio. But I bet you obey me 1 or 2 or 3, 5, 6 games before he understands the Premier League. Because now here, he was now you're starting to even go forward because I feel not calling on team maybe. But in a match, but in a back train, no. I know about the cushion, no. And then come back because the system is said that Okompa they cover you at the back. And then I'm also very, very good game. Iketike movement, yes, solid, creating spaces, coming down to play as additional midfielder, and after some other plus a midfielder, no, how he accelerates to also join the attack and try to get the ball in a very good position, you know. And I think say na bad crowd. So now I can't Virgil van Dijk once about how tackling. How tackling. And it has been literate all this while. Just that not any nyamba no. So born by my sa semenyo second goal na or share na. You see, yes, even though and yet Sabon and yet a Van Dijk on Konate also anya the entino. So this is a goal. Now where Liverpool, you know. Born my you know 7 second goal no where he picked the ball no and or make his answer no. So when I come my video na answer na yeba say pictures no my video na obonya video na maya. So at this stage she said baby I'll pick a ball no. And just look at 2 center backs. Just look at it. They say, "You want on Chassis." Now so, time na 7 years no. They say, "Van Dijk, he was not even looking at the ball." You want on Chassis. Me to Sabo we top at this stage top center backs biano eso ko for tackle biano. This is not how you tackle so too. Mr. Bajo I will tell you. What I say? How and why he defended like this? Apparently the Ninian say Osro tackle ko say me biano or record of me entry. But you don't tackle better than you don't go in for tackles, better than you. Because at this stage, side defenders now, we are center backs now, we are biano, or call Bakumi and Biano, or Betina to go in for the tackle. And no, a gamble. Either the player is able to dribble you or you win the watch your ball on the back. But he was running. So ball, the step now, me. You see, no, at this stage, now I feel now, some of your Atra center line on them. And look at where Van Dijk is watching. At this stage, nothing is when you watch center second line over. And see, baby, Van Dijk, how would you be able to understand the game where the ball is and what Semenyo is doing? On the ball, no cry. She said, on the ball, no. And see, you better understand where the ball is at that time and what Semenyo was going to do with the ball. Ball no super do. Etia boss the team to. Wa ba fe wa be do etia boss the team. Look at still Van Dijk's reaction to Semenyo ball no. Etendra yes, obetimi adokunat abeshim. But I think say largely no Van Dijk anchire say he's showing one of his weaknesses and he's showing once again. But the reaction of Liverpool after 2-2 no something that overball Liverpool team nabaso. Chiesa has been played at OBF is a free club in Mukwako because of Onya playing time. But for him to come at that time to get the third goal, Salah Esasodi Bako Kauman here 4-2 no. A time that a goal that brings confidence. A goal a map player Esasunya confidence. Say coach, give me playing time and I will deliver. That is another. Their reaction after 2-2 no is something that a sign of a team that to any abrasive person or ABB because after that second goal no, even though to man Obia you not like the reaction of how Ariola boys you know after 2-2 no I said you were okay this is FAD 2-2 near Yamaye then Omunya could go no more allow Liverpool and to at Anfield you don't allow Liverpool to be just attacking you at that angle. Yeah, then they'll get one goal when you decide to allow them to attacking you. Not who defend. No, you will not have what it takes to stop Liverpool from scoring. And I didn't like Ariola's reaction after 2-2. No, but come on, until they can't away from Liverpool. And I think the late substitution. No, Ebuama and Nema Ekonka anymore. Until a good start in the Premier League. So, and the matches for one day, and weekend needed a big one. The game never because of Old Trafford between Manchester United and Arsenal. Historically, it was one of those games now at Anfield, so at Old Trafford. Even though recently, one coach that have done why are dear pa in this game, Arteta, in terms of the results against Manchester United. Last season, about 1-1 draw. And Semekaya before the last one before last season, I'm saying Arsenal won 1-0. That was week 37. Trossard scored the only goal and see if Arsenal Arteta have won twice at Old Trafford. Or we need 1-0 Aubameyang penalty. That was in 2020. And Osasu winning 1-0 in 2024 goal scored by Trossard. And if you are picking Arteta at Old Trafford, you give it to him because in 5 years or so at Arsenal, we win it twice at Old Trafford, 2020 and 2024. So Arteta in this game is proving that he's understanding this rivalry and he's understanding it very well. So Arsenal, yes, just one or two significant change. But the one no, and said too much effect on national play because in Zubimendi, the profile no difference no only pattern no say and yours be brisa. Say they are all players that I say young kwaji young pass in party and Zubimendi. Difference and said that no so. And the Arsenal's play in Mufford no, in the preseason and society the whole thing is that Zubimendi are more energetic than Partey. And as Zubimendi run equally more than Partey runs because as a DM no, Zubimendi still wants to attack spaces. And he uses Zubimendi say equally more even though a DM. That is the only difference between Zubimendi and Thomas Partey. But in attack, and changes in the Bible because Havertz and Gyökeres are different players altogether. One is a typical number 9, and the other one is a half 9, half 10. And now, so what you're asking attack now, they have to play more for Gyökeres. And if you have watched the Arsenal games now, Gyökeres last two no boy now, Bukayo Saka and Odegaard, mostly they try to find Gyökeres because now number 9 that say now we trust say your man chances in the 3 but 2 at the so the Arsenal attacking Saka because now they have a number 9 that they have to play for him because he has to get the chances and score. So now it changes the Arsenal attacking system no kakra. On the other side for United so the entire attacking system ni na change. The 3 players that are likely to start because here Amorina or my indications that Sesko can start because one Afena Zegzi recover from injury even though he's part of the team but because preseason one a single game Zegzi cannot start the game Holland one day there's no way he start based on how the coach is doing so it's likely Sesko will start based on what coach or my hint then we bought Mbeumo and Kuna. So the United entire attacking 3 anymore have changed from what they were used to last season. As who play with Bruno in the midfield, now they name, but I don't think it will be Casemiro because if with Casemiro you lack pace in the middle. So okay, so one night Arsenal United boy and people have complained about Amorim's build-up system. Bonfi said the centre back and inverted to play in the middle, and more United build-up play. Bonfi said, me and Sunny have to be there. No, look, I said centre back be inverted because centre backs are not comfortable seeing the ball with their back facing the opponent. Last season, 1-1 United ball with Arsenal. And the only time Amorim didn't allow the centre back to invert. And so, one of those games now, football and cannot correct because again United should have won easily, comfortably based on the chances that they created against Arsenal on that day. But almost failing to capitalize on the chances. Mekai Holland, Zegzi, you can name them clear chances. They all missed those chances. Then Declan Rice got the equalizer. Emma Bonny 1-1 at Old Trafford. And in big games, Msoto, Adebakwa Amorim last season since our Bayern said he showed say play in those big games. Msoto na any problem. Kesi from Amorim. Problem not to do now. By when playing against teams that play in a low block. And to share last season, Amorim Bayern big games ni no. Relatively, United played very well. City and Mianchano, Arsenal and Mianchano. Liverpool and Mianchano. If Ufa when you na a chow say the system no proves say in big games na effective. The only problem that offensive and playing against low block teams now or when extra deep allowing you to attack them. And to honor now United attack any efficient. So United are hoping say with Kuna and Mbeumo now they can be able to break low block teams with how they will attack and create those spaces for themselves and score. El Team Soto, Ochina, our Old Trafford. It's going to be an interesting game. I expect both teams to score at Old Trafford because one, you need the better post. You say, Alta by Ndira na say Onana. Even though someone confirms Onana is fit, but me name say coach never pushing it direct because one the preseason games ni biano. Whether obe pushing direct, and I say he will still go with Alta na or that all the preseason games na. So this one key area we are not sure about who starts the game in goal post. It seems so the best start to be a suspect. Because United have shown say with Alta and Onana no, you are not comfortable. Goalkeepers that you can consider at any time.
But say the coach has come to say there's no problem with goalkeeper with Onana. Yeah, he says he's trusting. He's his number one goalkeeper, Ojinidi.
And says he's here when he's the only one available. He
said, "Can you the cast? I'm disaster. Onana be disaster. Yes, he makes few mistakes. But he's still one of the best goalkeepers in the EPL.
I don't think he's
Onana on my top 8 goalkeepers in the Premier.
Besides, he's top 8 in United anymore.
Make up now goalkeepers. No, you look at goalkeepers 8 Onana, man.
Goalkeepers 8.
Best 8 goalkeepers in the EPL.
Maybe, but United doesn't want top 8. They want top 4. So to be able to compete at that level.
Okay, so unfettered access. Okay, Zimbi Bria Nanka, you will become bad. Yamana na so wi. That can only Fabako Casso and Africa so but
no to I'm not much now United. Oko be out go 2-1 win for Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Okay.
Just go for 2-1 win for Manchester United at Old Trafford and you are safe to
so
go. Chelsea will Crystal Palace too. Crystal Palace is very stubborn side, especially when Omujao say have the ball. Until last season both late in 1-1. 1-1 at Stamford Bridge, 1-1 at Selhurst Park. Until last season, Chelsea and Crystal Palace in both games that they played. Until at Stamford Bridge with Chelsea, one coach and a coach on the defenders now. My name say, bet me up, the things Maresca said about the defenders and to Ghana no coach Bikayanka Obenya semu because
okay say
I say for Fana nyade I say ne center backs no he needs a center back for Fana last be about 45 minutes o see a disaster they were poor honestly by their shilling so Conference League they were losing 1-0 with by their shilling
na so man to center back boy be free Chelsea into us
I'm on to center back.
Oh, okay.
I'm on to center back. Until
now, boy, we go find my ass
or a left back. How to?
Okay.
Left back.
That's a left center back.
A left back. Until now, Luko Pra, and also on here another center back because by the shilling yard and for final son yard. You know, for your coach to publicly say such things about the players, and so nothing say too harsh on the players, but.
Okay.
Yanko for squadron draw in that game. Crystal Palace Chelsea. Okay. Yanko for squadron draw based on how Crystal Palace, especially in big games, Oliver Glasner have shown that he's able to play those big games, and Oyani Yepa Miso too.
All right.
Miso too. You remember Spain kakra. Na ye free hane yaba be wi England na ye de common nyina aba na wi. Na Basa na etia no e de amayen. Tutu on say no matches ni because but don't say case for no de e ho na de chance. Na Basa against Mallorca as a Flick journey to defend the Spanish La Liga. On paper the enka match win a match you can one same bebre. But mutuani e pesi how a team ever start sending the signals to everybody. Safi way I mean business. And any idea I'm so twin in a hair him. Barca didn't spend that much on the transfer market. Mutu. So check it the 3 giants I were a year Spain now. You realize that Madrid is spending for now almost spending 167 million euros. Then you get Atletico Madrid, 155 million euros, and Barca, 25 million euros. To know say Barca clocky 50 million in terms of signings. But also last season, now check Barcelona team numa. Now the squad size and another issues one. And also on same to we need match every season. The following season, I saw ma and from a full red team. Normally we started the same tennisal could be ma. Man for tight do. Emma, you start to struggle. To normally bones what peba could be the abeshembi. So you can see that there are certain teams you feel they don't need to make any changes. But I better rather following season the coach and ask the second of us one because normally going 2 seasons with the same style, same structure, same players for those positions, they are not say obetime maintaining also. So sometimes you change personnel, you rotate personnel, sometimes even change the structure. Say the defensive transitioner, who add something to it. Your counter pressioner, the time out them out players to regain possession, what test to another become home. Coaches find different ways of having new things on the surprising teams every new season. In the Barca team, the issue had to do with the goalkeeping because to last season of first session and about them we can cry them Barca to complete the season. Yeah, who this season they have to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, the question marks. And Barca also wanted to fix Bebiana Rafinha Bono. Though Becca said it is not broken, but Barca felt that as somebody before Friday, that's why I know when you bring Nico Williams or Monsan Cano, Marcus Rashford, Marco Akoshisha. Now, if you are watching Barca during the preseason, Fermin Lopez is giving us positive signs. We are expecting Danny Olmo. Was the last year? No. To the registration, Emma Nina and Yoma slow. This year, we are expecting him to come to the party. Ferran Torres, the deputy for Robert Lewandowski, and we see how things will go. So we will go and watch Barca. And Moto, I fear. Number 10 just assasa power nipa bebre nsem. On say in fact 10 in share sebi obi a na adwene wo fom. Bayern Munich Kenya new number 10 in Musiala. Unfortunately could proud Club World Cup no. But it's on ebe share number 10 wo Bayern Munich. Manchester City Ryan Cherki never be share number 10. Ko Palmer je number 10 after Mikhail Mudryk in sensem na edem to a course now Palmer is the number 10. Kylian Mbappe, number 10, Madrid. It's the story of the number 10, and also to Lamine Yamal, number 10, our club FN Barcelona. So, number 10 or Barcelona. I'm talking about the preseason. But maybe expecting it's over a season. So we are going to watch the new number 10 for Barcelona. The last play of the man was Ansu Fati. Now, Otuo Monaco gang no akwa ka. Na onu pre-plan but it looks like the career path of Lamine Yamal might be a bit different from that of Ansu Fati. Looking at how things and your meko from the Euros last 2 seasons break to last season performance and this season also in the preseason matches Barcelona. So the usual story continues for Barca. It's about how many goals are Barca at the end of the day. And I'm expecting them to come to the party now. I'm starting and show Mujumedi and Asi. Okay. Now moving forward, Real Madrid or Osasuna, and we are there on Monday. To Madrid they go home. Intian Sakura ni ebe abakasa asem no nyame ya adom eye adwoada no you told is kana me boss Madrid has spent or transfer market no 167 million for Xavi Alonso and we too we 3 year when nya match bi anu odin bi wan konya Atletico bi our first game na koyo Osasuna wo fie dia we too na say wo so no timisi form. So this weekend I think the both Spanish teams Giants in betimi form and also to Atletico Madrid. Atletico 155 million spent our transfer market and also Diego Simeone need to start giving answers. To always the story here too close yet so far away, SM community Mrs. Safi way. So against Espanyol, away game though, but the kind of signings are Let's Go Madrid, you know, Otuo, I'm expecting them to also go there. So the three giants in Spain, tradition goes on. At the moment, I won't accommodate them. Now, young to us, England. Now, and now, Liverpool, Bournemouth. Otuo say, Ghana, you know, some of you hype on this hour. But open pa. I think say check it. Teams are casino in England now. Baby, obi be breaky bank. Ope players are man for be breaky bank. Ede, or many akwa to tell us yem for more. Semenyo will be one very sooner. Ne ho be bank komo pa. The big clubs conversation. Excellent performance. The second goal was just a delight to watch. The 9 minutes now. There is pace, there is composure, there is proper decision making and execution with your weaker foot. And ya DM to esi saka kwa. Say wow tumni because the players no to tumni kana no do baby cry obre. Into be through penalty box now expecting to say on take proper decision no. Bon say on the Brenner bem then wa bon style bi anu about to actually. But that was not the story of Antoine Semenyo when he had the opportunity in the Liverpool game. But the key things kakra. Bon mama pictures ni bi na many agent common Zach Edin and Ano paper on Jeremy Frimpong and Mohamed Salah in common. A critique in the middle to us or ya pick it. Now me share the average positions of the players, you know. Now I think Salah right now the ultimate solution. So bon mama the mind pass map now. The ultimate solution is that Salah need to take over the center forward position. More central. Because in 2 matches back to back, Cody Gakpo, any Abrante and Higo Ekitike, they always prefer to drop deep. And they are nowhere closer to the penalty box. Also on board Crystal Palace in Mekans Arsenal. And then the same thing happened. We go on cross him to baby or pick a ball near a free. He was a bit away from the penalty box, kakra. That is how or no penalty. Now the advantage for Salah in these occasions here say you have Jeremy Frimpong no to check Frimpong na. But say Aaron no corner him because game now na Frimpong ebony I hear critique on the screen na. Also Aaron in the left and right. He love to move to the left and right all over. But Frimpong love to move forward. And then Zakito Kano. The advantage is that when he moves, he is more likely to take over the average position of Mohamed Salah. Now and I'm say what check it Cody Gakpo and Ekitike Otuo Obi drop deep no. All Salah need to do is to drift to the center forward position. Then Jeremy Frimpong takes over as the player on the right wing. That is one of the perfect solutions. Now, you need somebody to protect. Gravenberg Bebemuno. Oh, to answer 2 matches no more Gravenberg in Yambai. And he is your natural defensive midfielder in this Liverpool setup. Have Elliot in Timin Boss Arbon. Sobosla in Timin Boss Arbon. So when Frimpong moves, then Gravenberg will try and shift to the center back position for Ibrahim Konate to cover up for Jeremy Frimpong. That is how it will work on paper. And now the Omutimi goes, you know. I think coach Nico Baka, he will try and fix it. But it's not so much of a big problem. Just some 1 or 2 twitching bikakra and say Liverpool here. The other downside for Liverpool is they are conceding. Not also more conceded against Crystal Palace. They conceded 2 goals. Now Asaba Bournemouth now conceded 2 goals. At this rate, if you don't fix the goalkeeping and the defensive issues, now you have a problem. But I remember the end say Gravenberg now why you're more solid pillar, or you're more shield, or you're more protector. No? Against Crystal Palace, too. Now Akola Befi into Ntimi Ambobi. And against Bournemouth because of suspension to Ntimi Ambobi. But he will be back for the next matches. So let's see how Liverpool will have a much stable defense and how Frimpong and Mohamed Salah bit me connect here on the right side. So far for Cody Gakpo and Higo Ekitike them too. Whilst the goals is coming in, no, you can't ask a lot of questions. But I Salah hono and because Salah them too, apart from the fact that what Liverpool watching, on the top score and watching 4 times England. Recent times so Paul or more imagine can see on it Thierry Henry. On the Henry so 4 and a Salah so 4. For such a player, you always need him to be in a good mood. And I'm not just talking about a good mood, a mood where he's in his element to do the job for you. Interesting times ahead for coach. You find a slot, but champions die hard. You need to find a way of winning. So to Manchester City, Timba Kwan Nkomodine den Manchester City because who City Corona ye baby who na fi. It's a club World Cup no. City and the signings in anthem for the Club World Cup. And the na doing nyina so on start actually bibi ho. But I say hona na yim sisi and start say ba. Our Club World Cup no. Nti ama City nkomo no udi ahead. City against Wolves. So too. Tijani Randers are settled with City team. I mean no per signings nearby na. Was settle. You can say same for Mamouche. From last season, January, Honor Mamouche by na Elko Club World Cup no decent performance. There is Haaland, but Ranchek Nyan settle him too. The French boy Nyan see for me the way I pen or Diama Manchester City. A new midfield three abs to a dash screen so near say bet me Mama Manchester City. Now at a point, na City or Bernardo Silva. Na City were Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho, at a point na David Silva. But free more. Now Guardiola want to build a new face. Milto, the changes in the City midfield name Mami Hope. Kakra ewon komonum. Say Wolves is not a team. A bit me hard drain. But Mr. Tomeshen komonum ha City benya slow start. From what I'm picking and what is on the screen, as usual, you can trust Haaland to get you the goals. This is the projected starting 11 for Manchester City. Question marks for Mr. Question marks for City team no mupa. Engineer ye mame. Ni sheda nji this over starting.
But can I be proud on available?
After he will come back after September international break. It's not available now.
On do afi we are ten common ase. Nti ase e kwan wom e kwan wo City team no mu kakra de mame. Mamouche settle, but what you talk about his connection with Haaland, with Tijani Randers, Nico Williams, Nico
boy be home. You had the ball back to you.
Savino never bohona na. Ni nyina etimi si but
Oscar Bob we say Savino is better.
So too. Savino settles how. All be about decide say Pep na or ha no dey or the o free bench aba.
Na what year free?
Bernardo Silva.
Captain
him. Yes, Silva him.
I was a year Ghana in every.
Oscar Bob position. To be check your free game.
Plus Ghana in
Doku to come in for Oscar Bob. No to hear sen anymore. Mamouche. Oh, to Mamouche me who the wingers are.
Never be adding to your
Yes, left wing. Me who the wingers are. Who Mamouche and Kahala near no near.
Number 10.
And in that setup, I saw become for trainer. But so check a Club World Cup, no one person the Ryan check is so
forward.
Aha. Also no person the other Ryan check is so ever Manchester City.
Okay.
But there are question marks with the over Nico Gonzalez. There's no crest and come on more.
Also,
I hold him. No to say we as Nico
against Wolves no. They want to control the game, away game.
But you are looking at what I say. City will rely a lot on pressing, counter pressing, because of how almost shop on your bench. Let's see how things go. But I think City beat me a pick or Chelsea for no munchiri bibi mentality no. Crystal
Palace. I Liverpool coach no go catch Chelsea about that they should have won the league. Because when we say Chelsea, Maresca reply, I responded. Where's that? Sorry, I say, oh, that's why here. I'm at they will find I say, I coach now catch Chelsea for us.
On say, Ayana win started. Pressure near to my hono. But no two Chelsea was squad. but they have problems. On say teams near phobia to wa. Dear me who say
and then what's the story?
I must say Ancelot Eka said he surprised Chelsea
did not
win the league last season.
I didn't.
And some so fed up because me the coach na yeah.
Why would you say?
I say I expected them to win the league last season already. The amount of quality they have, and they were there at the start of the season. They were in the title race after 10 games. They were still in there in December. Squad depth, quality. They have a very good manager as well. And I think they've shown this by winning the trophies they've won last season. It was so good. And then
okay.
I think
I don't pay attention to what the other people say about us. It's easy to say that more clubs are involved. I don't like to play this kind of game. I like to be focused on players, try to improve, and then they can see what they want.
Okay. Okoto pressure kakra de man o. E won tentano. So set me to afia say Chelsea fans be demand more. So omugide na kosoro.
You know, you can't be a world champion and
what do you say? Omugide na kosoro.
So you're a world champion there, you have to
Crystal Palace do too. Livergas na no hard you do too. It's more like oyesa teams na oni obi pre-league na or kɔ ne hɔ a utimi nya gidi ese bibi betimi asini bi no. On the first na yipi on na Sunderland, Stoke City, even Villa, Aston Villa, say Villa Park, Everton. Na there was our venues na oni obi pre-league na ɔkɔ hɔ a na who confidence even at some point Swansea City mo be kan sa group of teams no mo a omo ntimi ngi league no but mo a o call oba home and na oba no home a who slow because Stoke City back then in Britannia Mizoto ombe threaten Sunderland had that similar energy omo middle place teams until from the kingmakers sana Crystal Palace when it comes to English Premier League you know your opponent you can count on say remember whoever is competing with you now drop points. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Otuo, West Ham. And now these are the new kingmakers in the English Premier League. From Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford, teams no. Into Chelsea the any one Wolves na first no count pa bananse na say man for me. It's really true when they are playing against Wolves. And into the City a higher chance of winning. I say but Crystal Palace was dropping your points energy nibi. But to into some matches when utimi say really true no start kyerɛ sɛ afii no ba adwumaye. And I'm expecting Chelsea to do same. I don't have much problem with the Chelsea attack. But in any way the coach want to rotate is okay. The Chelsea midfield looks okay. But my problem is Sanchez. Minjinindi as a keeper. And I've been saying this not once, not twice. For him to consider, I will not be surprised. I'll go for a 2-1 win for Chelsea. It was our game. Otuo Villa ni Newcastle na dey nyina ba ko pe bia he.
And 11:30.
You knew be outside. You kwa ko transfer akwa enjoy football. Na dey age
na dey can be our beside.
On the match ni but say City say I'll prefer City to win. I'll be counting on Chelsea to do something. Now,
you know, Emery say nobody should expect him within the top 7 because he had no budget. On got to be the top 7.
And your baba the kingmakers, or your bear more Villa Park. I was over Conway Child 2-0.
Their preseason matches were not good. Yes, say a preseason.
Yeah. I didn't until I mean said don't say me all conversations me share that about Villa Demo. But Unai Emery always has his own way of or distracted the currency now and or distracted the wave of a year in Suno. In here has said about how much will be an entertaining one that you all go and watch. Jamie had much now. Ask any questions. I've been saying this. You can't Liverpool. You can't Liverpool, Konate, Van Dijk surviving the whole season. Who can't Liverpool no say Tokyo Kesi Dom anymore. How they will survive the whole season. Because it's going to be a long season for both of them. And they are Liverpool one players no more one injury from crisis. because Joe Gomez ne ba too. Nese we chiri ho no bia papa bia nhyɛ de ni ho. You talk about Liverpool and they have tactical issues they are fixing. No say na make Frimpong ne Salah ho no. The midfield 4. But we even midfield 6 because Harvey Elliott and Ibakwi Curtis Jones. How even incorporate all these players into the midfield and cry asem. Until Liverpool team no problems ni mu bebre. But coach ne hyehyɛ. Madam so the namfo fraba be wura nkwan no. At Manchester United they have a similar issue. Even at United they still need some transfer additions for their goalkeeping department and even for the middle two now coach FN Ruben Amorim Penny Bopa no for them to have a perfect partnership or middle two no munya nyayas at this point. Any 3 new players, can they connect, can they settle and hit the ground running as soon as possible? These are all questions. Also Eka City you too. Also here City team no ani ebisa na ahase go City right back position. Rico Louis any Abrante FN Matheus Nunes asem wo ho. The midfield are all constructing for asem wo ho. You can Chelsea, you can goalkeeping department. But for Arsenal, it's not that much. And the man me team of Belgian league, me de Arsenal. No? Because from Arsenal goalkeeping all the way to defense, no changes. Then when you come to the middle, player back from the word go, Arsenal corner because best settled term was to be Mendy. Because baby, I didn't ever say no. I quite a fast born na dionim no. Ojinidi. Pe players sa was ambuana na de ne ba be hye is and I wasn't surprised the preseason Arsenal bobo we are whilst people were discussing so results no de bia me ban maka kire say nipa ba ko a obon ho mode wa Arsenal team no obi en kan wa asem Zubimendi consistent na me ba bia ma be kan say chairman Zubimendi more no obon anodin Zubimendi more no obon anodin with Odegaard and with Abrante FN decline Rice. Rice with the freedom to join the attack. Or Saab, obetimi abon a box to box ni ye pa with Zubimendi just behind him. Go carries me to obey Jumano di Amamo. And when Timmy and your cry, imagine Harvard coming from the bench. And so you have some for you have somebody our set to a Premier League to deal with. And we to take Harvard time will pry no. Ne gym ne ni abre pa.
Enti one Zach ya adwene 2-1 no.
Debi enti mi ban.
Okay, who one is saying
Arsenal
you are going for a draw?
Arsenal hit the ground running.
2-1
West for Arsenal will be a draw in this game.
Okay.
So, I see Arsenal coming in with a different mentality.
Okay.
A different mentality. Whether they
2-1 for Zakito Manchester United. Yes. Robert swear.
A win for
a win or a draw.
A win or draw for Arsenal.
Okay.
United to concede at any point. So United being a draw, that means they are also scoring to get a scoring draw. But any game,
Amorim say Sesko is ready.
Yeah.
If Sesko is ready, it means that yes.
Sesko is ready.
It's at 3:30.
Sesko, Saliba, Gabriel.
It's not 3:30.
I mean, these are Sesko will be easily handled by the Arsenal defense.
Thank you, Zach. Robert. And now we are looking at a lot of issues, Sophie. Yeah, a lot of issues. And technical team, and now there I Liverpool as a gawa from Florent Ways to Van Dijk to Oh, but this is when I have a best of a fear. Major headlines of fear. Headlines.
Kotoko match.
Okay.
And coaching looks like or the players are mun share then bimbo be braino and one more chance.
Okay.
So we look at that and we look at the Kotoko structure nankasa.
Pre-season and
yeah.
So how much be more but no more delay process. What meaning so if you have said it that one, you need to concentrate on your 18.
Yeah.
But go for you now mama pre-season no a delay. Pick your 18 and then concentrate on them. Possibly 20.
And then the starting 11 here, players who have not had enough playing time with the team. And then Chum, Joseph Amoa, Francis Akwa, Zakaria Fuseni, Michael Sefa, Hubert Jawu, Samuel Tinedu, Philip Amo, Inusa Adam, Saka, and Amorfin Donzu.
Interesting microphone.
In Team Yotu. It's more like Donzu said to buy on board game on Mark Kotoko. Into the Negina number 9, or the Saka Egina 7, or the Inusa Adams. Egina emancipate. And yeah.
Okay. That's where.
Oh yeah, we sure Kotoko position now. Okay. Yeah, we were if soon since me. There are things that say she has and so. Because say asama about weekend no kwedi ya say asam
I'm sure some my checks kakra. And I have okay one every.
Oh yeah, edumana na ya that is so pare I agree so no kasa.
Oh okay.
To
explain. To explain. Okay. Young boy.
Tama. Football is not about age. Oh, nah, solo way. Yes, Kotoko is bigger than us, but we are preparing the same way Kotoko is preparing. We have played a bigger team in Morocco than Kotoko. We are not afraid. Me sorry.
Oh, you can't
Me kind of me.
Oh,
director. I saw always.
I'm a voice.
Oh, can go in. I mean, so can go.
Wait, say, Yamia, on Fanny will be out.
Number 2. Yeah, I'm got to. I didn't even trust this. Say, now the boys know about each. But you,
Tama, I say, football is not about age. Yes, Kotoko is bigger than us, but we have played. But we are preparing the same way Kotoko is also preparing. We have played a bigger team in Morocco than Kotoko. We are not afraid. In fact, the younger ones are playing better today. Look at Sudan, the way they beat Nigeria 4 in Chan tournament.
We are preparing the same way Ashanti Kotoko are preparing. Football is about preparation. So we are preparing.
But you hold on, you know, because you are nearby. On train Aquanoka, Nigeria for both. On train any operating commands. Some clarification there. Mr. Barry, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Indiana, oh, yeah, dear. Oh, fine. Okay. Fine, wait there. Yeah, quick cabra, yeah, say, Omrekasi. Said the last time you didn't come on, never. Issue be a FIFA, and if I remember clearly on that day, now chair said you were making efforts to get it done. I don't pay email be a who chair say the guys are still asking FIFA say Omunye because the monies have not been paid. Meaning if he's right and I say Senate here, Wadarma.
I think the last time when we spoke, even before that, I'm asking for the opportunity. The last time that we spoke, I think I made it very clear that FIFA had the rule in the bar, FIFA signed the May Sunday to within 90 days, this is what has to happen. If it doesn't happen within the 90 days, then now FIFA will have to enforce it. Maybe our culture is okay. If you don't pay within 5 days, you don't pay within usually about 14 days and after 7 days. If you don't pay, these are the consequences that will happen. And to make sure that from that time up to this particular
I do 90 days, no.
And so yeah.
Okay.
And
okay. So let me read this one for you. Although said the respondent had until 8th August 2025 to make full payment of the sum of 146,000 USD. So by that, I don't know whether he was, because that would be around 45 days. Because Okomwa Osako can say however it will appear that the portal was closed. Okay, that was about the portal. Good. Or say as such and pursuant to Article 24 of the regulations on the status and transfer of players, you'll be aware that if full payment, including all applicable interest, is not made within 45 days of notification of this decision, the respondent shall be banned from registering any new players, either national or internationally, up until the due amount is paid. The maximum duration of the ban shall be up to 3 entire and consecutive registration periods. Given the above, we kindly request that the above be implemented immediately upon the respondent, as we are informed that it continues to register new players during this current transfer window. So he was referring to 45 days, and I'm saying also on coming I say 90 days. So probably because say calculating 45 days, yeah. According to this email, the money should have been settled by the 8th of August, which was Monday here. So I don't know what you have.
Okay, so now this is the explanation.
Okay.
When Ode Asemko FIFA, that's the young fan say when Ode Asem number. Now you are requesting that these are the issues in the Unyaya and community of say and also compensation, and you think that it should be paid within this period. So if it is not paid within this period, you are pleading or you are appealing to FIFA to evoke this or that.
Okay.
The FIFA comes back to tell you that okay, you take the other side and so. But it is going to go maybe 60 days, 70 days. Then if there has to be an enforcement, and the FIFA better say, okay, from this very moment you were supposed to pay on this day. When you are there, 14 days. 14 within 14 days, and I say, it means that I'll place a ban on you, say to player. I'll place a ban on you, say transfer player. I'll place a ban on you, say over match now we need over match for that there will be a point deduction.
Okay.
When you get to that point, you don't have anything to tell FIFA again. Because I say we'll go through process until we see. It is unlimited. No if you have a catching FIFA. The only thing you can tell FIFA is that I have paid. FIFA I notify the member association that you have paid, so there shouldn't be any transfer ban or there shouldn't be any point deduction from you. Then that ends it. But until that period ends, FIFA. Even though they respect all the football clubs, they don't have fear for any football club.
Yeah.
It's a FIFA catcher will say, this date. Now I let FIFA say, okay, say being by this date. But because of condition A, B, C, D, there's something that has affected you financially or something that has gone on. So sometimes they listen to you.
Okay. Okay. Now, but let me ask this.
Let's go back a bit. When there was an issue between us and Ageti, when it goes to that final moment, FIFA just decided that if you don't do this, that is it.
Okay. Okay, so FIFA would then come and establish that, look, once you have not paid, if you don't do it by this time, this will be the sanctions.
That is it.
Okay. But would it can it easier if it has a paid?
By Saturday. By Saturday. That's the idea. Maybe up to your finances or something. Something has happened that there's clear evidence that I am back by Saturday, but if you're going to meet by Monday, then you present the case to them. They look at it and say, okay, at the weekend, I am back. By Saturday, which meet by Monday. They allow you the space to pay.
Okay. So now me busa say, but now then heart in try can you easier instead of waiting on the date and FIFA, or are there issues financial issues?
No, it is not like that. When you are given a mandatory something to pay,
okay,
and there's a window that you can also go back to FIFA, seeking for further explanations why you should be held again. There's a room for that as well.
Yeah. And have you done anything like that?
Have we done what?
Have you the room that you are talking about? Have you?
Oh yes, whatever avenue that we have to also go through for FIFA to hear us, whilst we continue to follow our modalities. You know, we have lawyers that are representing us. That we are making sure that we are going through the very due process. And yeah, you be moving for FIFA that say they are 100 days paid, but let us hear. It will make me that for all you know, that extra evidence and whatever it is that you provide. FIFA be framework I say okay. I think I'll buy it there be your amount 100 cities you could put your 40 cities. Now we didn't have 40 cities, you have by Tuesday. That's one.
Okay.
It means that what I paid there, everything has exhausted.
Okay.
You can't go back to them again. The only aspect that you can go again is one kasa only ni pakono. Then I'll write to you say, oh, senior, I sent a memo of 5 CDs. But 5 CDs, say, into by more 2 CDs. Also, you do now trauma me. I say, okay, my dear, to me, by 2 CDs. Then we combine those 2 letters and our communication and submit to FIFA. FIFA says that, okay, when you're domestic understanding, then there's no problem. But make sure that you respect it.
So, any Heart of Oak supporter listening to us or watching us on TV, Nikwan Soman Yemsen said there's going to be a ban on player registration or anything like that. I mean, there's still room that you are exploring. Yes, Anity.
Yes, Chairman. If we know that we cannot register a player, and then we clearly understand that the position of FIFA, we will not still be in the transfer market. Making sure that we are engaging in player positions and wanting to register players. FIFA enforces the rules, but they don't have fear for anything.
Okay. Well said. But registration.
Everything is on course and everything is positively online.
Okay. Now registration, course, are you on course, you guys?
Yes. Also, when Mr. Didi took over, he's made his recommendations. So far, we brought in 4 of the players, and we are making sure that the rest that are on the recommendation list, we are working on it, and we are very much positive there. At least before the transfer deadline, which is on 23rd or thereabout.
Oh, fine. So finally, are you able to tell us anything about Seto? Say, I just say the coach doesn't need him. Are we able
to tell you that?
Seto say any heart issues be or coach in so in here, so it be crossing the termination of agreement.
Seto say.
Aye. BBA senior.
When Mr. Didi took over, also said he wasn't well.
Yeah.
He reported to camp, and then he's given permission to go and see the doctors.
Okay.
And then Seth is back to training, even though he's not involved in rigorous training, or he's at training and then doing well. Last week when I went there, he was there. I saw him about 2-3 days of training as well. So Seth is not training beyond. It is not true. Seth is training, and he's going on very well.
Okay. Mr. Kwame Oparado, Bachelor Darcy, thank you for your time. Thank you.
You, Mr.
All right, okay. Bravo.
Yes, boss.
Dauda Saka gives us the lead. 21st minute goal, according to. Cape Coast. Dauda Saka.
It's a report from Cape Coast.
Babon Bacho. Obayasem no. I said to say asem. Ogote no way.
Time got Wednesday. And what your system will be at you.
Or by 3 days and Rechi.
Or say Enrechi,
you know, or so 3 days ago.
No, Enrechi set to say was
3 days, 3 days.
On continuous for 3 days, but Enrechi set to say was not at
3 days. I don't know what you have to Enrechi on go. Miss 3 days. And then Saturday, remember. So at least quarter Wednesday.
Almost Wednesday set to say.
I don't want this worker.
And your Wednesday training Wednesday, the other Thursday, Friday, we could training.
Or say the last time or no call, and as this is a PR manager or communication over on a PR. Or say there's nothing like termination, he's fine. Last week or so he training. 3 days ago or so he saw him.
In fact, the latest information I hear picking say ABR a free Monday call. Once a make say Monday technical team.
Every Monday go na there.
Ebi kra wait on be friend say omrana omon en termination.
Termination in my.
He said there both sides ni nyina no seemingly are on the path of termination.
Oh, master jabro for that. Yeah, go. Oyerepa enu email you Otuo.
Email no. Time na nyo na interview no.
Now you so no you man. So be rather man bajo. Say na out say una out.
Only to be say nkofo no. Oboto has amafifa.
Obarika say.
So say BBI okay.
BBI okay.
Price BBI.
No, but yeah story here and can say. Rene Hedink lawyer akọ report has say kilentua omuntuaye. Yem ban has from registering players.
Yenye sa na tie. Na obi decide the mawa. Obare nka FIFA mrache wa antena. Ye the mawa. Oh, 90 days as a saying na. When tua na echi FIFA no mawo. Ultimatum bi and Santi baby.
So Opale is looking at how to do all those people. They can't wait.
Baby are in heading now they also munru okra. Inye sa point no metro akwa na.
Does it negate the email? Does it say email bianco here?
Oh no,
because this email was copied to House of Folk.
And not just say and go for them so munim the omuka because baby omo nam ne baby email and I'm near the crop.
No, sir, FIFA procedure no. Now
FIFA rep so
coach ne thinks they are
so akwa na muni FIFA.
Aso akwa ba.
Muni FIFA daily.
Oh send the
na say FIFA the club bien need.
Yeah, obi an need.
The FIFA ni mbofo akwa.
Omo
And I'm Kumasi na.
Okay. The procedure is that now omon fee say time aso. So there this letter so kind of and understand that they are reminding FIFA say they should rather now apply the
sorry. Na no ko say Wednesday or your training.
I say Wednesday set here Wednesday. And that baby.
So until now they are now reminding FIFA say nkofo no skaro muntua mai and time na so until now enforce your fa bom enti yenya fa ensam was o se na maka
ave no mo go
say na has sorry FIFA budget letter no no akan hu ampa time na so muntua e
so muntua
enti ye den se kwakobom aha enti this is
the aband be kro nyom nsa keke o
enti no na just say the whole kind there ya no pai there no ya the kro
yeah I think so
I think the deputy
but it doesn't change the fact that Nkofuna akọ report has a FIFA
but
yes my kind of
you Ngohu akọrọ patro
okay come has in kwada so
patro na me na dem bisa say na dentina mungo tia abreko
tama
omo explore hu bibia na ya
ajefe no e check akanza no mutua o
donzo mix ada na be was what keep kozana
Debbie or baby
I said donzo makes it true for Kotoko.
Ono de se Kotoko phone hi wo mo ho de obehwe.
No can say update.
Na when omo YouTube na na.
Me hu sa.
But say
so komu yi dia kan na de
ko preseason baseball.
Se match we pa we
can omu preseason. Omu preseason is different.
Yes I go pay highlight ni bi near be yam nkofo ahe.
I'm post to highlight. Normally what they record record highlights no. Normal post. Yeah, but streaming it there ya na.
Expensive na.
Oh.
Babo ya
it's not too expensive for Kotoko. Well, let me check whether almost stream. I mean, who be almost stream and kill. Come on, click a crash.
And Tama, I say football is not about age. Yes, Kotoko is bigger than us, but we are preparing the same way they are also preparing. We have played a bigger team in Morocco than Kotoko. We are not afraid. In fact, the younger ones are playing better than the older ones. Look at what Sudan did to Nigeria, who are playing a more organized league. Bash, TM of Kwara United.
We are preparing the same way Ashanti Kotoko are preparing. Football is about preparation. So we are preparing. You know, we are a small club. Ashanti Kotoko, they are a bigger club than Kwara United. So we are just trying to see what we can do. Can I be afraid? We are playing a bigger team than we are playing with Barkan before Morocco about 2 years ago. When my team, but 3 years ago, when we qualified for the CAF Confederation Cup. So football is football. Irrespective of who we are playing with, it doesn't matter. Just go and play football. It doesn't have no age in football. In fact, the younger ones are even playing better than the old ones in football today. Listen, if you want to talk about maybe consider the fact that we're playing Ashanti Kotoko. You see what happened between Nigeria, Chad, and Sudan. Nigeria were defeated for 4-0. Sudan today they don't have a league. Today, Nigeria we are playing the league, one of the most organized league today. But despite that, we lost 4-0 to Sudan.
Okay.
That's how Miss Mitty. Almost say Kotoko now, Moyo, Tim Ducro, Morocco, also say Kotoko, no mabo. And I'm the Kotoko.
Oh, no, when I score, you're saying.
And the one.
And nobody.
It's the Omobeba. Now, Kotoko from coming and penning for a moment in Crown neighbor. Now, this time I'm crying the Bobono. Now, the idea should down for.
And John O'Care Kotoko from Muna Bobana. From another some didn't call Anna Kotoko before. Some of the people never go to
Crash of egos and positions over the conduct of the NCC elections. Bring the election forward from 23rd up to 30th, or I won't be part. I have a trip outside Ghana, but the elections committee says no, a big no, and says the chairman says he has regretted for accepting the job because Elvis is forcing him to bend the rules to favor his candidate, and Elvis is angry. Tama, nsema ebo boba no. Nano enura no mu wie vetting ni nyina na Elvis Fafun of Relations Committee chairman said, "Opeso otu kwan." As I said, I know General Assembly na omoye, we are no matter to abano. Now on so say outgoing chairman wa handy over the BIA ne ade tinka. Ebe elections common family if 23rd da copy 30th there. Obey available. Chairman of the committee is in no way massa. Ya set ye BBI we 6 September na see to abano.
Okay.
6 September na dey be to abano. Na Tama information bi a me pick elections no na ehu
elections there
has NCC there no ya bi nya Kotoko dem back you Kotoko dem fi so information bi a me pick no kire say almost say Yusuf is not qualified to contest the elections.
He's not qualified
to contest
sedinja
and some now almost kano almost say the elections committee will have to come out from Monday.
Maybe they what and say
almost say per the House of Folk Constitution and I say bylaws no. As I said, what several almost system here you come through the ranks. As what several original and sana what several chapters, what several original. Then I feel with me contest national no. Almost you see when several
also several
chapters and then regional.
Is it a woman constitution?
I'm saying woman bylaws name. Once the House of Folk operate bylaws from the club's constitution, no. I'm
also what serve as then.
Say be I'm say ABA Abbas here CCA
national deputy
organizer. But say no crop position I want the chapter no was fifth chapter na say crop position or region there or one then obetuma contesting national.
Well, I heard I can be saying it's not true. So or no, for example, no he didn't go through that.
It's kind of me person.
Almost a warm regulation.
Wait, he said the whole cast over so your president. Also, I assemblyman.
Yeah, I MP then you can contest as a president. But almost I can't be the no so buy. But almost say a 2 ahene no more. What kind? See out to it.
I said, man, good in
the elections committee for results from the and now only a chairman in the crashing.
Chairman on me, you know.
I just say the visitors have gotten one back from Chum's rebound save from the spot. And he said, penalty.
Go on the 2-1.
2-1.
Because the only one ever. Emancipation.
Black emancipation.
So they division
about 2. Either 2 or 3.
Almost at preseason.
Since I'm ready division 2 and
that preseason I'm breaking them.
When preseason I'm young, so we back on the do
I'm yet say Chelsea City.
I'm going to go match.
Okay.
I will know preseason and this is the first game.
All right.
In the preseason that omo year. So until we also other team be what we are. Na until share team we na send e bia na obede ka no. Into watch team ni me to give to see until you clearly see our idea of whom he wants to make his first 11. And say bia wo no mo say no. You have to do extra work to convince him why he should drop the one is in his mind. From this line,
and then a Manchester for Pam Rashford money. Anthony money. Anthony Apamono Rashford. Ganacho Yapamono. Papa Munya.
Timbia in your bench and I'm a boy. And so first level you have to have a bench. And to share lineup now this 30 year clearly shows our idea of who he wants to play, because in this first game we are not seeing Setose here. We are not seeing
Setose.
Could you say
do? Yeah. We Benjamin Chum Joseph Amoa, the Oberkavansa Kwaza Career, Michael Sefa, Hubert Joe, Samuel Tinedu, Philip Amo, Inusa Adams, Isaka, Dauda, and
Morphine Donzo.
On I should go.
Okay. And clearly, no.
Only if Congo and
Guinea, no.
Okay.
And from this lineup, just he's trying to get them at least to have idea to create competition for the first level or one in mind, because right back, Obianim said the third captain, Lord Amoa, he's not here. Obianim said the left back, Asiedu, he's not here. And now it looks like say, only Amwa Zakaria of saying here say Zakaria number 5. And captain of number 5. And see mostly no over 5 million of the at a hard. And then Ansu a chance to break through the team, no, because on only a typical number 4. And see now Zakaria of saying you have to fight with the captain for one to play. And then Zakaria and so situation maybe current no sharp the back 4 and maybe a mobile game. No, they are in another entry is not in this team, which HSA started a mobile area game. No, could you say it is not in this team? We gives an idea say about area game. No, and Adabo is not in this team. It gives idea say these 3 guys will start. And any one of no Opoku is not in this team. In the area he will play. I bet Amo is not in this team. Gives an idea he will play in the afternoon. Then mostly no. I have bought Peter Amidu is injured on count. Saka down commission born so was starting the name the other player who's available to play. Okay. And you know exercise that they are doing, because next week they are starting defenders in top 4. And see say after and then maybe they'll have another one game midweek before they move to Accra and play their first game against Gold Stars. It was a game. So let's see how coach what for Zito try say get it because now there is some kind of or like belief say with this recruitment he has to give them the combination of both and resource on Kwana but the team must play some kind of exciting football and there's some glimpse of how they are playing, you know. Me too you bet you share now Kotoko elections, you know, Kotoko date me am do
28 or 26 in that.
Okay, just a Manti ending na omo. I've seen the more intensify omo campaign na omo ye no. And say asibedi o say wa withdraw say ontimi onko biom. Nti we jam na ye mienu. Nti aye solo and Obensechere. These are the two guys that are vying for the you know.
Oh, sir.
Say Osasibi
yeah, Osasibi
or step down.
One
reason, yeah.
This is his letter.
Okay.
Or say, so says when I hurry to enter a scanner or catch him to a piano.
Can
you have it? Oh, you are no. No, they will draw their one.
Some of draw.
On one, I will draw. The chairman, interim management committee, Asante Kotoko. Manchia Kumasi DS withdrawal from the chairmanship election of National Circles Council. I write to formally notify you of my decision to withdraw my candidacy from the upcoming election for the position of chairman for the National Circles Council of Kumasi Asante Kotoko Sporting Club, scheduled to take place on Thursday, 28th April 2023. The decision has been taken after a careful consideration of personal and other pertinent factors. Pertinent factors. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the committee in charge of the decision, my cherished supporters, and all of the stakeholders for their encouragement and support through the campaigning period. Say, find attached photostat copies of my paid up nomination forms. Kindly accept this letter as my official withdrawal from the race and please update your records accordingly. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Robert Osei SCB. His number is there and it's very nice signature.
And you ordinate scan out here or the attached one.
Also nomination forms attached, but Enubiama say we is CC.
Okay.
We had copies here now we now.
Baba say or such say
oh stand to try. Now no make we catch them some send mas yes Mr. Otuo-Acheampong on
yeah and na say the Bafokan na say entisa omotua ska no omotua
and also me kwa adwuma have
what's that
there was some my Otuo-Acheampong
na say the Otua dey no na diska kwa adwuma and dey no na
I'm just asking
I am assemble for but Otua ska say dem be call upper west region
it's a Otuo-Acheampong receipt no way
na yet you want ne offer na Otuo-Acheampong I na we buze
you know you are since
I'm challenging him
adwuma
on Otuo-Acheampong nyina
o court
meaning so o court
wa me afro
o de on pekra on back the receipt in famra
but o yanko Otuo-Acheampong e ka so diska aba be ka so
so until I'm me challenge
uni locus to challenge obi so Otuo ska mo ni ba kon gasa o ti aso
on
I think we be wura omo election final week na on to aba no be wura ne ya hwe two candidates na omo contesting nya no ne ya hwe obi strength and weakness ne analyze omo hu say even though how omo nya no can best fit for the position no anti e be wura na e di chan komoni yi pa mso on House of Folk no I think so far Didi ne recruitment na all na Didi there he is best fit for club football not national team until now national teams no so on share that and share them fast because Didi most style of coaching no in your time to be with the boys to sell their message to them national team unya sa time no he's someone who believes in like playing according to a system. Yam pass it. And if you want to see Didi very well, one person who he is very well, go and watch that Nikotoko team. No, that is where you see that in the highlighting. He's someone that won the team. No, now but it's a team now. Oh yeah, super. And so far, I've seen people complaining, and the sign is not on Debbie. You see, mono style of type of coaches, you know, almost style of football that they want to play. That almost some players that fit into that system.
New nation for yellow and blue.
So it's almost style of system play on some ball, and you play beyond fit into that system. And because they want to pass the ball, they want to entertain, they want to play good football. I'm not surprised with what he's doing. I'm just saying I'm out of Ochina and now mobile against Out of Lions, or no. At least I'm just it be on TV. Me name the whether it be on TV or so.
It's on TV.
But I don't go. I'm say Omoye, you know, me Oyerepa you chiro. Oh, say Omo World Cup no. Any man do tournament no. Omoye press conference. Mo say na Oyerepa bana bo chiro. Ti ni say.
Two person who say GM say you be here.
Say GM say
so them say enya ha na is questions na no. Oh, that's another forum.
Okay.
But actually watching on this.
So, we will see the House of Folk first. We have fair idea of how the House team will look like in the Mochina against Out of Lions. You know, I'm House. We almost players need be almost and yes, and the football na ebono. Coaches who want players that age.
Ngobusa kwara for no.
Kwara for no.
Some the players in get one better.
Because coach be people better to go. Because if your players can run, the possibility of he stay in the game no also. And ball and you could clearly say Bomber boys here America too. And if your players cannot run, you are in trouble. Because 90 minutes.
Resources.
So, and problem no.
Well, yes, two.
And a problem no. Oh, say, over try for two. But you and I know say born and we are there. I want like you need 80 minutes.
Now, one was normally a stop one side. So, it's not like Tibia or Quachana could be.
Spreading Rubian is a bon water one on the one side.
Yeah.
Now, because born I'm Anya. We
had the copy time.
And you are
not to second go. And we had Liverpool.
And you know, Buffalo.
Was our time to be taken to a
Sunday was not medical position.
Let's know being himself and
so bad.
Otuo Oparemon to no money you. Say a cano, the way Papa Bano me na meninja home. Oh, especially coaches the to technical director then the Emiapa. I technical director and the end Emiapa $150,000 for being Kobe technical director. Why Edmani who Edma Papa Bia, Papa Ye Wokruma. So it comes back to him for the taking decisions. Go to Sokophobia Basset technical director. Nessa, oh, who be a episode in the Panabay. Oh, only say Bia or structure your technical unit from the youth team, the women's team to the senior team. Send a fab player from youth team near the senior team. Now the youth team and 1 year senior team. No buy I know twice. I said you might do to him pamo rough hour. Any phobia akeke. Into a fanny panabano went to me and Jumano. Now be a caddy. No will be sound say meeting Ben me you decided to say per se course our direction. Ending and new ending and our direction. Yeah, yes, our tree and we're free. Because going for a technical director, it's more like a long-term, I said a medium-term project, bisa. The medium, I'm saying 3 to 5 years, you know. The medium-term, bisa. And like, what happened? Because Ghana year bono 150,000 US dollars to enyes kaketwa. Enyes kaketwa. Inti eba ne ya se yakotua na ya sa betena se. Ya fa ne normal. Ni yakotua ni abetena se ni afa ne there be ekuo ni sika for certain areas. As eskano enu kwa se etotototo emu gusa. Utie di opare kan na na house for verdict na eba no magye atomo. Because earlier on, the brave edit in a buy no. Nanki at the same so take out at the end of the entire cyber challenge. But he say, how can so much yet? Could triescam. A hard drink. Boy, I am to 2 hours season in a matches. Has baby. It was a gatey. If you have a can crab boom cry in Drusa $150,000 US. Yet they are coming in Pabako, 1 year, Jumano. Yeah, who is so fast so na kaba. But the intimate son those who are taking the decisions. And hard, you know. The intimate son more taking decisions now. And tia casti a mind quiet here. You bet me in your bed 10 cases has a boca similar, sir. But Cardiania said, we are from Swanee Bakuna Emunua. Oh, my dear Tossum and Sunny are denemba. But that is not the story of Art to Fook. In from Swanee and no more. The following season be some from Swana. Drink. And anka the advantage for us is some penny for my trawachu. Inti kese sabrin komesuya. Asa kwat konedie. Obi timba 3 years no kono obi aba foforo na on the first 3 years no or understanding within the first 3 years. So they are bound to repeat the mistakes of others. But what tenemu ko 10 years, what tenemu ko 5 years there. You find saying ka adapting to modern day way of managing a big club like how to folk. What now? The cow the any patim. Nonsense, ne. You say Watara the other who, and then no make on. Bosume so Watara just salary.
So Watara he's still working.
Oh yeah, then oh yeah, boy. Then Watara at the end of the day, saying danger my whole company in what here. Kaubet me akasa Watara performance and assessment ni. Or merited the salary we are giving them. Giving them
a technical advisor to the board.
Namanti, yes.
It said me Monday meeting yet to say Amanda and Tuesday Babasui. Said to me Basua. Watara will be advising the board on the new messenger. Technical team need the Babano.
Next said Juma Wintino. Bosume Swan. Maybe about $8,000 said the Amano. But Juma with you 8,000. Oh, 2 for no.
Hey, the advice is
as a consultant.
What is the man to your catching? I want it.
Yo, so to that. No baby says a idea club ni here.
What up, our being chain consultancy. $2 billion. No, now boy,
but you see, the finances of clubs in Ghana, no, we should be doing everything possible to manage to crobia sikabi femupi. I want to make the be a mijano. And now, dear, you will scan me bring to win scanning baby. Oh, Bobby Brio by Mrs. $150,000 US, Mutu. Ebianka has a new coach you on equi. And a has come boom the pay players, baby, you and Sebianka, hey, oh, Krumau. Ebianka, our players, no crowd and fast, by you could Tiamo be a free. I want your word, you may be, but the decision makers will go scot free. How much what you will do? Said an up in crabba 1, 2, yes, our mistakes. No, no, pon to had you. On the first season, a care boy, a man for bonnet, yeah. Oh, said no dear. Players Tifia Nakot Couture, okay. Rashid Norte, Monet, Clinton or Pokumodi. Mutu so guys are story no. Or mobile first no. The following season would be yeah, season and Mopamu players no. It was last season no. Yeah, players are Tifia Kot Couture. Because I'm finding ways say almost terminate to be idea. And we told this season, oh how my termination no. From maybe about 20 no, or my teswa be 8. Into one word the other to say oba for no. Any infame me and searching and you maybe is a sakakra. But I'll check out to folk kana. Obet me a 7 years ago. Decisions or more take here. a omo boka a ye dia ka has ka ho ene ehu no
okay so
ha kotoko bo matches na ochina so ye be hwe has team no na ye hu se ne omo match
so for adwuma didi aye
oh I believe in Didi on se me de makase Rashford has said no kind about United standing behind one manager, having the philosophy of the club and staying disciplined to the philosophy. No, one or the other at some point in time. I saw yes, I did as a club. As a house, at some point in time, and so to be decided, say, me mama hobre as a no.
It's a big club.
You
not allow you.
Me to bounce say, they be na many abas near co. Yeah, the side. Na make a chance say. And Kabe the last 5 years, and a has ye investment on the youth team no ma. And of farm Kwalanko more 14 years and Casabro Medru 19 years. Amanka we in a year ka started swaba. So far 14 years full. And you find say 5 years in a while. No to 5 years here 2020 time I COVID by a year. Obo when it ya and fina so. So when you decide to be disciplined to a project, you can do it. Hassan Kotoko can do it. And what to say, yes, and say, Ajax is a selling club. Sporting Lisbon is a selling club. Benfica is a selling club. Even Dortmund more than a selling club because Oma will say, so me man is almost got to into a moment try England and no check City Academy. A collabio about proper scout no Macofano. Within 2-3 years, no more just 70 million. About Jatum some level. And then Kotko and Haas must accept say. Some players are Cassiana or media money at no. So I just over top 11 I wouldn't be. But what wouldn't be top 11 no. It's said the Barcelona you know. Barca group the youth team now but February free or Nasi Kaka Crano, say be ye 500,000 for transfer. And your bar weigh 200 no fuck a see be miensa. No the abe shebubo say in Kwalani 30 and I'm Kwalanum so too. Obe make sure say and you born 1 season we I know as a pam no as a fufura bone. Obema Kwalani time to grow.
Okay.
No, there's nothing like that.
Abbas.
See the way.
Kwaba next time.
You me adom your way. Just yasimia denyania. Do beti bia ya kumaseye batu bende.
Na say who the way you no majatum.
Oh and yeah, problem.
Na Hariki can say bia no poverty. O say I chairman no so man na unqualified.
Chairman be.
The upper chairman Yusuf.
Easy from so unqualified.
Harina kan.
Yeah, committee na kan na or the information from committee na say free.
So
say election committee.
Oben wo chairman.
And I'm just what so ready so can TV and radio so. And they say everybody join committee na kan na with TV baby.
Say omo nyina contestant omo nyina appear before the committee including your very self.
Yes.
Mokwe no so ye no obi a.
Yes.
Ena emra na ekonomo de ye.
Yes.
Omo kire say ese Osun region and san no apepe national. Ono so Osun region be a. Nti therefore per mo bylaws no unqualified.
But you see my chief asem na see you from where? Sasa mo free never. But me mama baby free. Free never.
Information I make
free
and about process examination. Ama the elections committee chairman no kwani Elvis crash work because I say Elvis for so say one passing.
Me see me be ya the date ya ba ye election.
I said dating the order that.
And the election committee is a date.
Elvis say
from disqualify will be me kasa as a me kasa as a committee no.
Elvis
committee say na me adoma be 31st na 6 almost 31st.
Because Elvis is so too quick.
Anti o me date ye election no no maka kire say nyina mo ehomra.
And the committees on me you be free.
That be me nisa.
Until committee resource no my
nisa information.
About what will you be back?
Committee resource no be back from Monday.
Okay. Until the engongo on dey say Harry dey bia no.
What's that to say FIFA for can right for good.
And Mati na because na dia kuma say ya ba.
Na set us ready no.
Set the no so me call me busa ho asem me no so konko. Eno so konko.
So
agongo say
agongo say ye hwe de be because omomfa bibia ma abonten set nye ma omka so onkoye no. bibia you okay
no I'm so go there
say omuka say won come check ups them say different times basically 2 or 3
medicine like na so here I don't know pre-season but medical
oh yeah
o me who say there
pre-season no omusa say
on za go
kakra o na malaria and typhoid into on za nkoye foforo
ọmọ pẹ̀lú pa ni me just say ọmọ yẹ no ana okay bi a we yẹ injury ana e bibi
da bi we nye injury die on say o wa na wata malaria ta ha no no
so no na ko try typhoid na
dia no sa dia na hwe zidi a no sa ne mo ne ba
okay so we dey nya dia o say
the last time we
dey look at so ka be ka
mi bisa mo ase my sa na
obi yare sa dia
typhoid dia so me say nya yare bia untimi
and there obe hali no be kan
malaria and typhoid dia Ghana they say normal
say ko sa ka kire o mo say wa ko
ka be no wa
clinic na wo stadium ho ama o ma hwe no o mo say won ko clinic na wo stadium ho
na you na nia onko ga hospital akese oyi stadium clinic no na
Ghana di obi ni malaria na ta enya dia
yare bia na wo be also be yare bia to no
typhoid ni malaria
typhoid no
na typhoid so yare
it's me tira ma de man kan no ono na be kan because me dey
me akra ko busa MD man di ka chem say na ma ye wa do ho pa and ka chem say that is the situation ye bibia
that's set to say
obviously why the phone of
yeah
the man to research Ghana football
we for 5 months research Ghana football no be 12 for atia we dey no na 5 months e be dey research
obi anya 8 was over 12
obi anya 5 years 5 months be dey
we say abasi yango konkon ho no ase ni say
konkon ho na say but before the abase ko on say the eka nyina no omo so onkoye ba emu asem de meti ya minim
na me ana minim se ba bia sa na ye na yes onkoye de the club has a medical officer
yes
somebody we so in sanod na call hospital on the club
MZ sa no mo ye
okay onkoye sa na
bia ma stadium clinic
minimum de sana omo ka chem sa no mo kan
doctor odnako baby specialist you got these people na ze ko ha ko check no afa fitire
na ba sa no mka no
okay
say obi ko jo me say doctor nti jo me tidi edi wie ni say ye de na bia ye kan house of food ya me adom akina ye bo homo cap ye ne Lions last year ne Lions crew ya se ka
and they am no ko to komo
ya bi homo de ne ko to komo
no me ko to komo
no homo do ade homo out of lam kan
sana ga ka ko ye ya cap na ko di ko divu ano ye nye sa de no what you say o ga ye presidential cap
out of laws we body ya e dey na to konji
da be out of land on the wa
o hin
o futa ye ne boshi
out of land so won hin na wo die
ye ne boshi ye on the enko achi ni ra no ti o bo out of land ye ne o ban
ni ra o mo ni na de za ne no
za ne no e ho mo cap Toyota for free bo mo cap some say Toyota cap ti do mo pe no free
Toyota and abroad for
international you say the any region nti ya bon regime ya nko bom obi me fa free o nko ba bia da bi
aje musuru muso se mo fa ko do
ba bon obi bet ma hye de na basic ma se de na I hope president ka ba ko e wa bija no
na sia ye de o mo ka no so ko vote regime
na bi ndie ben we la in office one cry one fan go when the be
what you call me sing cry
nko ba bia nko ba bia la bia one cry nko ba bia
the lion Accra Lions
da bia kwando but my office nyina one cry bia the last year ko mu yiko kwando the last 2 years say yo no mbom bibia onu bibia wa Accra
so that no way you guy no watch mota
ha mo so de usina ma yo de so mi ezo me ti chira ye baba ya no ye hwese de be ya ne ma be koso yi se de na me ba na me nu e ka bi fa didi drama ni ho so me ya nu bi se de bi e ka de bi am ba fi am kam si football no as a society ni e push football akoba bi foforo ba ye de enim ne ye ka street sense ne de kasa because ye enim say football ma di ka kasa o kwa classroom a subject ye chire doors ye be chire mass pans you obi oni mass power dem so mass ni chire mass nyina obi ate woni ye chire the one class obi no subject be say 10 obi ane de na adwene be pick obi ane de na adwene be pick that's the football no de mimi nim say do onim ball ne ye de ne bo do onim ball ne ye de ne bo
With me could train Togo, man, Togo, Poji, wake up, one African Cup, Danny Benny, a family. A family.
Nene Sudan and Nigeria for me.
Obashan about Timini. Sudan, Domu boy, outside Domu boy, say, Sudan tournament to be in Sudan tournament. Nigeria call. But what do you mean for Sudan in compare Benin? Benin level of from Sudan.
About it.
It's a kind of football, no, no, Cassie on the Temple, as I deal with Yanya Cabre. And Penny say, dear Benya, or I bet if you form as an acosson, they don't even know a trasso. Now, Sabbath started from no doing no trasso, no Sabbath started from no doing no trasso, and Hinako. Yes, I deal with ya, young Kobe, Bian Abrino. It almost started to be crown near the GDO.
Okay.
Dear catch up say no move any dia, Mommy, dear catching, dear Yana Chinibium. So okay, Rikumi. Fear them in Rikumi. Omuni started building Omo 2-3 years. Yeah, wash you Omo. 2-3 years. Yeah, wash you Omo. Cause more down the Musia for near wash you Omo. Yeah, the one Isa Vito Edumo near washes. I did Afibia near was. You see, I did dry pre-season near justify every year. Every year.
Yeah, but that's what you don't do. But so that the man watches you and what you always watch you be an I am the oh, mammy, and our papa. Oh, you know me, okay. Palestra.
That's
a
serious trainers.
My journal, you know, so Philippines.
Oh, man, and bread.
That's in other Philippines. Mrs. me bana bag momichi. Be free am. Or the town be me no buy.
Oh, it's fine.
But on comes Frank. I dey be na
Oh, me
wash am come to
oh, me send
oh, Frank Buda.
Hey, enye Frank. So be cause why no.
We dey moto. What's the go fast and ban say.
TNT no.
Movement
no.
And ya na go for
problem na ka kokosika na
I can't tell this is
kokosika
obi o car moto or you have a means of transport in their problem because you are the odo conduct also me fra tonsu na me bent me fa na so
and them no ya adwene
aba sin
ti di wi an sent e be na match be ba so
okay omo
no be ba so at 3 o'clock yes technical team say
oh sorry
football there ya the results and ya be cloud Nigeria ni wono age tun je wono e keto no na e kakra ya keto ko Nigeria de okọ ho ade ni enyimba nom ni shooting stars ni igrisement mo on mo team no mo honum
babo jama
ti onum de ya de a
wa onipa
tiku driver otherwise we am Madam 0 0 Madam 0
of course 0 miss me 0
na Alezo
0 nti ochina
oh Alezo
o say ochina asati enu
0 de
0 nti
neni abre
0 mi pa ochon ochina Arsenal
on pass Liverpool Arsenal nti
0 nti
ngo bona manu kwa
0 nti
obi na di obi ko baby
0 nti ochina Arsenal ewu ye mobo
and to Alezo aso Arsenal
Alezo ado ni ba bi ono kotoko no ono ni ba bi o wiase o o se sa de mo keke o tie bi keke
o che de kotoko de
picture 0 nti ochina
Morocco mo ko ya we
ntia de bibia
mana go kotoko ko Nigeria am go do
e wodi e bo bompa mo qualify you Morocco na so moko ye bompa ye pa ma kotoko qualify Nigeria titi so go Morocco no paso asro te ba go for line one of man tia no
ani dama go so
one of them betia no
ewo ayi
Nigeria edi kan o
FS pa ko no afancho
IGP ni no
obi na di ato so dem to every ball again ho na eba ti e dey chireti every ball again ho ball again na di ato
so anytime akundi
okay
from Debbie's Beauty Parlor
I'm say
afancho
bema wo baby o ya damfo na o yire nim na e wrong
now we share na so yiri ni way
oba